very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shaylee, and together we have got our best-selling skincare range here at Shop on TV. One of the most rebought products out of everything we sell.
Across our entire range here at Shop on TV. It really is a customer favourite, and we've got a brand new bundle today for you. This is an award-winning range. This is a range that provides real and visible results. Now take a look at the details on the screen. This is our brand new launch. It's the PM, the night cream, and the Glow Serum. My word, we're excited about this, as I'm sure you will be. You're spending over £30, so you can use PayPal Pay in 3, and if you go to the website you'll see everything we have available on the show. The entire range is there for you, but if you want to go for the Recovery Night Cream and the Vitamin C Serum, it's item number 189599. Get ahead of the crowds, get it in your basket straight away. It's all about those results, and each and every claim clinically proven in trials that have been done by one of the biggest trial houses in the world.
The PM is all about recovery overnight, and oh my word, you will not believe the increase in luminosity, the age spots and dark spots that really reduce, the elasticity that improves, the flawlessness to the skin, which you can see on this split screen. The befores and afters are quite incredible, but the other incredible thing is this is in just 60 minutes. This isn't 6 months, this is 60 minutes, and seeing them next to each other, it could be mother and daughter there.
It really could. It refreshes the skin, it replenishes and restores the skin, and that glow to the skin that you can see there. Now, very important to point out, it's for all ethnicities, all ages, all genders. This lady that you see here in her 50s, what a result, what a difference it makes.
All skin types, and whenever you see those befores and afters or those split screens, instantly you see that difference, how youthful her skin looks, how smooth and flawless her skin looks. The skin's going to be better to go, for under makeup, but actually for the non-makeup days, having that flawless look, it makes you just feel so much more confident about yourself. Price-wise, if you were just buying the PM Recovery Night Cream, $49.50. You are getting both of these with the brand new to us, Vitamin C, a brand new bundle. This bundle has never been done together anywhere else worldwide. It's the very first time of having these two products together. So this hero product, and then Vitamin C, which is a big buzzword in the beauty industry.
Vitamin C Serum. So going into the summer months, if you don't want a cream that's a little bit heavier, so much lighter, all the benefits of Vitamin C that we'll talk out through the show. But let's take a look at some befores and afters when you see those visible results that we talk about. A Vitamin C Serum that's lightweight but gives that luminosity, that glow to the skin, and not in 10 days or 10 weeks, in 10 minutes these results.
It really is a brightening serum, and you absolutely love it. It's got really active ingredients that you can see really eliminates the skin, or illuminates the skin. But what it also does is eliminates those open pores. All of a sudden you've got again this flawless look to the skin.
And that smoothness and that protection to the skin that you've got there as well. All about preventing premature aging, anti-aging, that is clinically proven by independent labs to ensure that all the claims that we talk about are genuine. So 189599, it's brand new bundle tonight, a combined value of £97. You're getting both of those for $45.99. If you want to use PayPal Pay in 3, just $16.98 on your first of 3 interest-free
and
payments.
that's your whole day. That is your day, serum, and of course you have got your night cream, and that is a great way, if you've never used the range before, to start, because that is going to give you a great introduction to what a difference this can make to your skin, which is fantastic.
Now, our classic package when it comes to MIE, our best-selling bundle that we've got for you. And if you are hoping to stock up tonight, the AM and PM bundle is also on a brilliant deal at $45.99. Should be £91 for this bundle. 045001 is your item number. Again, it's about those results. It's about the difference that a skincare can make.
Well, we saw that PM, so let's have a look at the AM, because the AM is all about giving you that truly flawless complexion, giving you that skin that you're proud to be under, that skin that's going to allow you to go out with the non-makeup days, but also it gives you that really great base for makeup.
Yeah, great primer.
Again, the split screens are quite incredible when you see the difference.
And these are 30-minute results that we're talking about here. Again, the evenness to the skin. Look at the difference to the skin after 30 minutes of application.
When we say flawless, you're really seeing that, how it's smoothed that uneven skin, smoothed the tone and the texture of the skin. And that's what it's all about. 30 minutes, this is your day cream, allowing you, and I love that before and after, she looks so fresh. That lighter, illuminated skin really gives you that youthful appearance, like baby skin.
Yeah,
really.
Smoother,
soft,
brighter, more hydrated. Any gender, any ethnicity, any age group we're talking about, for the girls and for the guys, as you can see here. And these results, we've got to keep reiterating, after 30 minutes. So 045001 is your item number for your AM and PM cream. Remember, the night cream, the PM, is normally $49.50 on its own.
And that always is a favourite bundle, and when we've done shows, has sold out time and time and time again. But remember, if you are buying across the range, if you go onto the website, you can put all those different items into your basket and you'll just get that one delivery cost. We haven't seen Richard. Well, we haven't seen Richard for a long time, actually, but he hasn't been with us on the show, on the shopping channel.
For about 4 weeks,
yeah. Since the 11th of April. So.
As Hayley was saying, fill up your basket. We've got some favourites back in stock. We've got eye serums. We've got the lip plumper.
Deep Line Elixir, which I know you absolutely love. If you've got that really annoying, perhaps it's the 11s, or you've got a really annoying line on that face, allows you to get rid of that straight away. You've got an incredible opportunity today to order with us, and you can order, of course, best way is on our website, shopontv.co.uk. Now, we will correct that number.
Don't call the number on the screen.
Slightly wrong on the screen.
0333 241 241
I wonder who you
is
get
the number.
if you call
I
that.
dread to think so. Don't call that number. Go to the website. Yeah, shopontv.co.uk. Remember, our best-selling range, 045001, gets your AM and your PM for $45.99.
And it is all about results. It's all about real and visible results. It's all about you feeling better when you look in the mirror and not having to wait months for those results, seeing those results in just a few hours. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a minute. Well, hello to ITV1, STV already with us. A very good morning. I'm Hayley.
I'm Sean.
Together with Shaylee, and you're watching Shop on TV. We have got our best-selling skincare, and it's taken us a month to get Richard and the skincare back. Some absolute favourites, but also a brand new launch of a bundle.
Yeah, a world launch of this new bundle that you can see on the screen right now. So straight away, we'll tell you the item number. 189599 is the item number. We're talking about that best-selling night cream, the PM cream.
The hero product, really, of the brand. The very first product that Richard brought out that really would sort out and solve any of those problems for any skin type, for any age, for any gender. Honestly, this brand is for all and everybody. If you've got skin, you need MIE. And it is all about those results. It's all about seeing how the PM works overnight. Recovery, that's what it's all about whilst you're sleeping, and seeing that difference, you know, virtually the minute you get up in the morning, feeling that difference as well.
Absolutely brilliant deal on the AM and PM also, which is another favourite. You'll find everything on the website, shopontv.co.uk. But let's take a look at some pictures, some befores and afters, some results, because these creams and serums are providing real and visible results that are clinically proven by independent labs to ensure that all those claims are genuine.
And these differences are in 60 minutes. You're looking at a split screen there, and you can see how flawless the skin looks, how smooth that skin looks. It's also known to reduce dark spots and age spots. It increases that elasticity, that, you know, when you skin starts to sag and you get the droopy jowls. It allows you, well, with that before and after, to go from mother to daughter, really. It could be mother and daughter, couldn't it, that?
It's refreshing, it's replenishing, it's restoring the skin. Softer, visibly younger skin. Who doesn't want that? And this is just half of the package. Now remember, MIE is for all ethnicity, all ages, all genders. Whether you want these kind of results, or maybe you'll get even better
I mean, that's
results.
the luminosity, isn't it? And that just gives you confidence in your own skin. You'll probably feel you don't need to wear quite so much makeup because you feel happy with the skin as you see it instantly in the mirror. But actually, all these creams as well work beautifully alongside makeup because this is your PM going alongside your vitamin C. But remember, the PM on its own is $49.50. So you're not even paying for the PM, the evening recovery cream. You're actually getting both of these for $45.99, which is amazing.
Now, this is a duo. This is the world launch of this bundle that we've got for you. So alongside the PM cream, the night recovery cream, you're also going to get the vitamin C serum. Perfect for this time of year because it's a little bit lighter weight, isn't it?
Yeah, serum once we're going into the hotter, and we're having some hotter days, aren't we? Or perhaps you're just at that time of age where you do get really hot and sticky and clammy and you just find creams are a little bit too heavy. Serums are ideal. Perhaps you're going away on holiday. And the great thing is that vitamin C really gives you that radiance back to the skin. It gives you that glow, that, you know, that sort of sunny glow to your skin.
It really is about having that gorgeous finish to your skin. So let's take a look at some more pictures. When we're talking about luminosity, we're talking about glow, and we're talking about after 10 minutes.
I mean, the skin looks so much brighter, doesn't it? It's smoother. It also protects the skin as well. Got some really powerful antioxidants, and it's all about preventing premature aging. And you can see that in that before and after. It's lightweight. It's great for those summer days, and it's great as well if you are going through that time of life where you just get too hot and clammy. Really good as well for hyperpigmentation to reduce that. So a real favourite when it launched, but you've never had it in this bundle. And we are so excited to have this brand new bundle at an incredible price again.
Yeah, 189,599 is the item number. Honestly, this is going to go crazy.
Wow.
This bundle today. And
Did you see that flawlessness to it? Oh my word.
Yeah.
It's like she's had a makeover.
It's that photo finish, isn't it? You know,
absolutely.
to your skin.
If you know how to do it, it's doing that shot on your phone, isn't it? And all of a sudden you look so much more youthful. But this is true. This is actually always showing you clinical claims that have been proven. It's all about visible and real results. And that's why this brand is so popular.
And do shop across the range because you'll only pay one postage, whatever you're adding in. In fact, we'll give you a quick preview of some of the items that are on the website because we've got lots of your favourites. Go to the MIE Skincare show and take a little look at some of these bundles that we've got for you. We've got the eye and lip bundle there. That's another favourite. We've got their Deep Line Elixir on the website. So shopontv.co.uk is the easiest way for you to find everything. But it's a range that gets results.
The eyes and lips there can be great for the summer, isn't it? Because when you want to be beach ready, and it's going to allow you to do just that, because it is those lips and eyes that you see instantly. I think lots of us feel we age really quickly in the under eye area, and lots of us want those bigger, beautiful, kissable lips, but sadly not all of us are ready to have those injections. So we really have got an amazing brand which is all about instant results. You don't have to wait for months on end to see results. You will be seeing results in just 30 minutes, and we'll show you and talk you through the differences. Obviously results may vary, but for so many this has been a life-changing brand.
And we're going to meet the founder Richard Mears in just a couple of moments. Don't go anywhere. Start filling up your basket and we'll be right back after this.
There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with Shop on TV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with Shop on TV.
I'm busy already. Really great to have your company. It's an award-winning brand. It's our best-selling skincare range here at Shop on TV. We haven't managed to do a show for a long time, so super excited. And a brand new launch, which you're seeing on your screen right now.
So 189599, get ahead of the crowds and get that in your basket. Whilst we meet the man himself, Mr. Richard Mears joins us.
How are you, my love?
Oh, it's I'm very well, very well.
Exciting night.
Such a
Just
long
back from a world tour.
You have been here, there and
Australia,
everywhere.
Canada, America, back to France and then back to the UK.
Brilliant.
Well, thank you for popping to see us. For anybody that hasn't
Fitting us
seen you
in.
before, though, I know you've got a huge following here on Shop on TV. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how this brand all started.
Well, I've been in the industry for over...
Be honest.
over 30 years now, thank you. Helping to create products and brands for many household name brands and many different organisations. And what I found was that people would be spending most of their money on advertising, influencers, packaging, fragrance and this sort of thing. And actually when it came to the goo, the product inside, beauty comes from within, they would rely on talking about their ingredients, and they'll tell you stories about where their ingredients came from far off places, fed by volcanic waters and warmed by this air. And, you know, they're great. What I wanted to do was actually tell you what the product would do, not what the ingredients could do, but what the products would do. So that's where this range came about. So what I wanted to do is create a range that would give you real invisible results quickly, because we can all be a little impatient, even as chaps. And the other thing was, more importantly to me, was a cumulative build. So each day you use it, you get a better and better and better result. As such, we put all of our products through fully independent, full clinical testing. So instead of saying things like long-lasting moisturization, we will say hydration. That's much more important. Hydration is drinking water. Moisturization is like standing in a shower, something like that. We don't say wrinkles appear reduced. We say on average wrinkles are reduced, but we tell you by how much and how long. And we also show you our lowest figures, our lowest achievements. Most brands will talk about up to and up to this.
Yeah,
and up
always,
to that.
yeah.
That could be one person.
Gosh.
And then they also say things like clinically proven. And that sounds really good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Clinically proven. But unless it tells you what it's clinically proven to do, it's not very meaningful.
Right.
So I know of one brand, I can't mention names, but I know of one brand and one product that says clinically proven. And I know what the clinical studies said. The clinical study said, this doesn't work. However, it's not lying. Is it clinically proven? The answer is yes. You mustn't lie. Is it clinically proven? The answer is yes. But it was clinically proven not to work.
Oh my goodness.
You can't lie, but you can use marketing.
Now, we've
my
got
word.
a brand new bundle you've put together
which
for
we
us.
are
This has
so excited
This
about.
is the first time it's ever been
Put together like this.
together.
So
Brilliant.
You work worldwide. Nowhere else has had this bundle.
Nope.
We like that. And I'm really excited because we have got, of course, your PM, which is your hero product. This is the very first product you brought out, isn't it?
Yeah, it's my personal favourite. And if you've watched the show before, if you've seen me on in other countries or whatever, you will know that I swear by the night cream. If it's one product you could buy, if there's one product you can afford, and that's it, that is it. That is the one. There is nothing you can comment or measure about your skin. This product does not improve.
And when we take a look at some of the pictures and the befores and afters when it comes to this, this recovery night cream, it really is spectacular. And it's across all genders, all ethnicities, isn't it, Richard?
I wanted to make it easy to shop. What do I mean by that? It means that whenever you look at skincare, very often you say, is this right for my age? Is this right for my ethnicity? Is this right for my skin type? Well, are you Asian, Caucasian, Afro-Caribbean or Hispanic? We've proven it works on you.
Okay.
Are you oily, T-zone, dry or combination? We've proven it works on you. Are you in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s or 70s? We've proven it works on you. And in fact, if you're in your 70s, the changes are more dramatic.
Okay.
Yeah, it's never too late, is it? Like you say,
never
the
too
changes
late.
are more dramatic.
And we'll show you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you male or female? We've proven it works on you. So it doesn't matter who you are. If one client once said to me, and I've stolen her phrase, if you have skin, this is for you.
I stole it at the top of the show, absolutely. If you've got skin, this is the brand for you. Now, honestly, that before and after could be a mother and daughter, but actually it is the same lady.
Yeah, I mean, not everyone's going to get this result, but this lady achieved this. So she's in her late 50s, and this is just 60 minutes after application of the night cream. The night cream actually takes about 8 hours to reach its peak performance.
Okay, so it'll just
This
get
is
better.
Just 1 hour. So on the left-hand side, she's a beautiful lady, Asian, skin ages very, very well. I mean, she doesn't look her age on the left.
No, not at all.
No.
But she, as you say, it's like a mother and daughter.
She's so much fresher. Her skin is.
That's great. A
So
great
it's
word.
the luminosity, isn't it? It's bright and lighter and younger.
Brighter skin is associated with more youthful skin. So if you have brighter skin, you automatically look more youthful. So yes, they've got brighter skin. It's more energized skin. It's smoother skin. It's plumper skin. Now, primarily, this result is coming from two primary factors. Number one, hydration. At this stage, it's just 1 hour. Hydration and energy. So we actually energize the skin. So again, this lady is just short of 60 on the left-hand side. Beautiful lady. The
Wow.
skin is duller.
Much
Yes.
duller, yeah.
It's beautiful, right?
Yeah, she's
I mean, a lot
great,
of people
yeah.
for her age would kill for
Over
that
the
skin
moon,
on the
yeah.
left. On the right-hand side, just 1 hour later, how much younger does she look? Now, that is because she's smoother, she's firmer, she's more even skin-toned, brighter and energized. Her full result is 8 hours away. This is the first application. This isn't 6 weeks or 10 weeks. So basically, when you wake up in the morning, the first morning, you will see it. So what we're trying to do is show you different ethnicities, different age profiles. This is a much younger lady. I mean, pretty much perfect skin on the left, but look how much more hydrated she is on the
Yeah.
right. How much smoother, how much brighter
Wow.
she is. And brighter skin is associated with more youthful skin.
It's such a flawless look, isn't it? It's,
Just look really well, don't
Yeah.
you?
It's funny you should say that. So you will notice on day one, the first day you wake up, you will see the difference. Anyone who knows you, even male partners, will notice within 3 or 4 days, and they will say, you look well.
Yeah.
They won't say, gosh, where have your wrinkles gone?
No.
Oh, your skin looks smoother. Oh, your pores have all reduced. What they'll say is, you look well. And
Yeah.
that's a wonderful thing
We'll
to
take
say.
that every
And
time.
this is for the
yeah.
girls and the guys as well, isn't it?
Male and female. It's been proven to work on all ethnicities, age profiles from 20 all the way up to and including 70-year-olds, and we'll show you the results. And we'll actually show you, if I can even say.
Shall we look at some numbers,
We
Richard?
will look at some numbers. That's what
Because
we
it
will
is
do.
all about the clinical studies.
Statistics.
And these have all been proven. So these claims are all completely genuine.
100%.
Yeah.
And they're fully independent. So
Great.
we send the products away, nothing to do with us, and it's tested. These are all measurements. So they're not, you'll see some adverts on TV, and in the small print, you will see visual assessment from 6 feet. No. These are all measured on laboratory equipment. So hydration, we don't want to say long lasting. So the skin was measured at, say, 9 o'clock on Monday evening, then was measured again at 9 o'clock on Tuesday morning, 12 hours later. 12 hours later, on average, 117% more hydrated.
God,
12 hours later.
after 12.
My teenage son can have 12 hours sleep. Do you get?
Oh,
No, wouldn't it
Do
be
you get any
lovely?
not really.
We show you our lowest results. Why? Because we're very proud of them.
Yeah.
1. 2, it proves we had 100% success rate. 3, name me one brand. Have you ever seen, you've been in shopping TV a long time. Have you
All
ever
right.
seen any, well, you know, a year or two. Have you ever seen any brand tell you their lowest result?
No.
No, you're the
And
only
any
ones.
adverts you see in magazines, no one tells the lowest.
TV
result.
adverts.
So our lowest results generally are on our 20-year-olds. Our highest results are on our 70-year-olds.
Right.
So we always refer to the average, but we show you everything. We're totally transparent. So if you're 40 and above, you're likely to be between average and highest. So elasticity, if you pinch your skin, how fast does it recover? When we're younger, we can hardly pinch our skin. And as we age, we can pinch it all
Yeah,
too
because it's
easily.
plump, isn't it, when you're young? And then it goes sort of
And it
saggy.
goes,
Yeah,
and it
absolutely.
springs back.
Brings
Yeah.
back, yeah.
As we age, our skin gets thinner and we lose that elasticity. So what we're doing here is we measure the elasticity. 1 hour, the average increase. 1 hour, the average
Wow.
increase, 99%.
Gosh.
Then we're showing you the cumulative build. So after 4 weeks of continued use, 131, 6 weeks, 148. So we're showing you that cumulative build. Again, our highest figures there, they're on our 70-year-olds. Our lowest figures are on our 20-year-olds. But our lowest figure there is 97% after 6
weeks.
So in terms of elasticity, I've just applied some to that hand. We got new cameras. The camera always finds you, doesn't it?
Yes, it will here.
They will
Definitely
find
I
does
applied it
here.
on this hand here, so I'll just show you what that hand is. That's like my real hand, if you will. So if I hold my hand out there and I'll just pinch it,
Yeah.
so you can see it's thin skin and it springs back. When I say springs back, it goes back very
slowly. There's still a
Not
little
quite
bit
as
of
spring.
on this one.
So you've
Uh,
applied
so-
onto this
yeah,
hand.
So I'm pushing down. I'm not like, you know,
You can't
Oh
even grab it.
wow!
and I've just applied it. Yeah, you do it to prove I'm
So
not.
Oh, you'll enjoy this. Give him a right good nip.
it pops straight back down.
Straight
It's
back.
difficult to even to get it.
So, you know, that's elasticity, 99% on average in just 1 hour. So if you have, we're firm in the skin, we're plump in the skin, we're hydrating the skin. We've got around 78 statistics on this product. Of course, if we showed you every one of them, it would be quite boring. And you can go to our website and you can see some more. What we're trying to do is just give you enough information and show you some of the statistics that we've got. We'll show you our lowest, we'll show you our highest. We always refer to our average because we think that's the right thing to do.
And remember, this is a brand new bundle. We've only talked about half of it so far. The PM cream, the night recovery
we haven't told
cream.
you how to apply. have we?
Oh, no, we need to do that as well.
We should do that.
Yes.
'Cause it's the amount as well, because I think a lot of us overuse, don't we?
Yeah, so if you overuse the product, it's not a bad thing, except for your pocket.
You're wasting it.
You're wasting your money. It's a very, very powerful product. So what you do is one pump only, and you put it on the back of your hand. So one pump, that's one pump. It's a bit like a petit pois. I think I've told you before, in America, they don't know what a petit pois.
You're educating them in
I have to say,
petit pois.
it's a very small pea. It's like peas.
Peas, what are these?
Do they come with
peas?
chips? I shouldn't say that, should
No,
I?
you shouldn't.
Apologise to any Americans out there. Anyway, one pump on the back of your hand. The reason we do that is that this is a very, very active formula. What do I mean by that? I mean there's less water in here.
Right.
So you're putting it on the back of the hand, so it's freshly cleansed skin. On the back of the hand, it's warming on the hand. And then you dot your finger in, and then you just dot it around your face. Now, you won't believe that that is enough to do your entire face, but it is. You have to trust me, you have to believe me. So dot your finger in, dot it around your face, then gently smooth it in. Smooth it in around the forehead, over the eyes, around the eyes, under the eyes. All good. You can even go down onto your neck if you so desire. There is nothing you can comment or measure about your skin. It does not improve. So just when you think about
And
that
that's
for
a
minute.
huge statement, but that's the absolute truth. When they tried and tested this, what did they say about this product?
So this is the one of the biggest testing houses in the world.
So test
Princeton.
huge brands.
Yes, and probably one of the oldest. I can't say it is the oldest, but
Okay.
probably one of the oldest. You'll all know them. It's Princeton in the US. And their quote was, I have to close my eyes, I have to remember, because you have to get it right, don't you, as
Yes.
TV. We have never in our history tested any product that scored so high in every criteria. So every laboratory test they had, every laboratory test known to man has been used on that product. And every single participant, every time frame, in every criteria measured significant improvement. Not just measured improvement, measured significant improvement.
And when you talk about those numbers, we're just going to look at some figures when it comes to wrinkle depth reduction as well.
I think for lots of
So,
us, that's what we want to get rid of, those wrinkles.
Again, you know, we will refer to the average. We show you our lowest, we show you our highest. Our lowest is going to be on our 20-year-olds because they've got very, very little wrinkles.
Right, of course.
So 4 weeks, an average of 27, 6 weeks, an average of 41% reduction. So that is a reduction average, depth and width. Depth and width.
And that is measured depth and
Yes,
measured
so
width.
very often when you buy a product, it will say wrinkles appear reduced. What does that mean? Wrinkles appear reduced.
Yeah.
So they reduce the appearance of them, but they're not reducing the wrinkle. So you can do that in lots and lots of ways. Like you have a crack in the wall, you could put like some filler in it, couldn't you? And smooth it out. But when you wash that off, your wrinkle's back.
Yeah, it's back.
What we are doing is actually physically reducing the wrinkle itself.
That's brilliant, isn't it? Now, this is a brand new bundle.
We haven't even gone on to our second part of the bundle yet.
Oh, this one's so exciting. Sorry to talk over
It's
you.
the very first time we've had this bundle. Worldwide, it's the first time this bundle has been put together. And stock-wise with us...
Already 10% of the stock is gone. My word, you are going to have to be quick with this. This could be our first sellout on the show tonight. Remember, the combined value, £97
Yeah, the
for
actual
this bundle.
PM that we've just spoken about, that is normally just under £50. So you're not even paying for that PM. You're getting both of them for $45.99. Go onto our website and check out shopontv.co.uk. Don't buy this because you have got the better offer buying this as part of the bundle. And what we've got to get to is the second half of this bundle before the stock disappears, because we are having a very, very busy night. And this is all about that vitamin C. This is all about that glow. And this is all about a serum that you find, especially this time of year, going into the summer, the hotter times, people absolutely love.
Yeah, so I think I call it the Marmite moment. You know, people love it or hate it. Other brands are available, of course. So with the vitamin C, it's a serum base, so it's a much lighter product. And what we find, especially in hotter countries dislike creams for day use.
Okay.
Because it's so hot. And also we found that ladies, when you have that hot, men can get them occasionally as well, can't we?
Little hot flush, yeah.
Oh, don't you try and pinch that as well.
No.
My word.
Nothing like you get.
Get a little bit hot.
Believe me.
Well, you know.
Don't ask him that. Oh,
I've
my
been
word.
known on occasion. But hot flushes, because they are incredibly hot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, the creams can feel a little heavy. So we've developed the serum. Originally, we developed the serum purely as a vitamin C product. But what we found, especially in places like Korea and other hot countries, is that they gravitate to that product really, really quickly. So what does it do? It's a very high level of vitamin C, and it's stabilized vitamin C. Stabilized means we keep all the power in it.
Right.
Because vitamins themselves degrade on heat, light and age. So the stabilized ones are much more expensive, much more powerful, and keep their strength. So what are we doing with that product? We are giving you hydration, we're giving you smoothness, we shrink in pores, we are evening the skin tone. And now, like with the AM cream, we get you luminosity within 30 minutes.
And we can see...
On this one,
It's quicker.
10.
Yeah, we can
10
see
minutes.
some amazing befores and afters.
Gosh.
But look, doesn't say 30 minutes, 10 minutes, and what a difference.
So you've got that brightness of skin, you've got the evenness of skin tone, but what I want you to do is look closely, look closer, go up, get closer to the TV. On the left-hand side, this is why we're trying to go close in here, you'll see those pores.
Yeah.
Not tremendous amount, not tremendously
No.
open, but you can see them. On the right-hand side, where are they?
It's that glow to the
And
skin.
smoothness.
That studio
It
finish,
is
isn't it?
completely
So if you're going to wear, whether you're going to wear gunu, what's gunu?
We're going to wear what?
What's a gunu?
I don't know.
What is it going
I
to?
had an argument about a ganu the other day.
Gnu.
Apparently it's an antelope, but
Oh,
it's
yeah.
more like a wildebeest, right?
Why
Like
are we
wildebeest
talking about a gnu?
Apparently is an antelope. Anyway.
Where's he going?
Do you need to lay down?
Yeah. So what you're seeing there is that
Oh, you can really see it there.
smoothness of the skin.
It's not
So
rough
it
like a gnu.
It's not a gnu. Now, what you'll find is that in terms of makeup, whether you wear makeup or not afterwards, it'll give you a more matte finish.
Okay.
The day cream gives you a little bit more of a dewy finish. I'm not a makeup artist, but apparently most women out there understand what I'm talking about.
But the nice thing is it's a great base for you if you do wear makeup. But the other thing is when you look at that before and after, I think she'd be quite happy not to put any makeup on because her skin, it looks like she's already got a really beautiful sort of foundation on.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, what we find with the AM, the day cream, and especially the vitamin C, is that people stop wearing makeup on a daily basis. So they
Right.
literally cleanse, apply, mascara.
Little lipstick.
All women wear mascara before going out. That's it.
Yeah.
They just walk out the door.
Great. And how
the skin looks
how
so
nice
good.
would
That's
that
why
be?
we call it sort of beach ready. And tonight we're talking a bit more about beach ready, you know, with the lips and the eyes coming
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
You know, you're not wearing makeup when you go on
And
the
that's
beach.
the truth going into the summer. We don't want to wear heavy makeup. We want to have a clean skin. And when you see these befores and afters, you'll have the confidence to do that because in 10 minutes, look at the difference in the skin again.
Smoother, more energized, plumper, brighter. And again, look at the pores. She hasn't got fantastically open pores on the left, but on the right-hand side, whoosh, 10 minutes.
Completely. This one I love. She looks absolutely, I mean, she is stunning, but she looks absolutely
How
stunning.
old do you think she is on the left? Really, honestly. And I'll tell you, she doesn't look anywhere near the age she is, right?
30.
I wouldn't even say that. 25, I'd say. I don't know. How old is she? Come on, tell us. On the edge of
Mid-50s.
how many?
She's not.
She's mid-50s.
Wow.
She got incredible skin, right?
Wow,
Beautiful.
she looks spectacular.
But she
But on
does
the
look
right-
like she's been made over on
Yeah,
the
she
after.
does, yeah.
She's not. That's her skin and how much it's improved.
But she looks about 15 years younger on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's so smooth, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. We're so busy on this.
Massively busy. I think we could actually sell out
And that's
of this
10 minutes.
bundle.
So I'm talking over you again.
Oh my word.
There's a lot going on.
20% of the entire stock of this brand new bundle has sold out and gone. You do need to check those baskets through. You know what it's like when we have Richard with us, and when we have a bundle like this, we can very quickly be in a situation when more people are trying to order than stock is actually available. You must check your baskets through. You will not regret going for this bundle, even if you're a brand new customer, because it's a great way to
It's a
try
great introduction,
the range.
It doesn't matter what age you are, what ethnicity you are, what gender you are. Remember, this bundle should cost you £97 if you buy those two individually. 189599 is the item number. Add it into your basket. shopontv.co.uk. As far as how long it'll last us, Richard, this bundle.
I always say a minimum of 3 months. Me personally, I get 5 months plus out of it.
Okay.
I always say 3 months because if I say 5 months and you get 4 months, 2 weeks, you'd be a little bit annoyed.
Okay.
When I say 3 months and you get 4 or 5 months, you're much
Get
happier.
more excited. That's
I'm
it.
just going to do a little. I want to do a little demo.
You want
my
to
hand
to
is
show
likes
what
my old
happens with
decrepit
the
hands. That's why.
luminosity is. Let's have a look at both your hands.
Okay.
Take
So
a
we
look.
can
Look at
show
this.
them.
Didn't think
So
this would happen
this one
tonight.
here, you can see is brighter than that one there, right? Do you agree?
Yes, it does look brighter. Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, you know, what if
What are
this
you
doesn't
trying
work?
to do to me?
What if live on TV this doesn't
Of
work?
course it's going to work.
So we're just gonna.
I think he's happy. I think he's happy.
And that's what the vitamin C
Oh my
is all
goodness.
about. Wow.
10 minutes? Nope.
10
Right
seconds.
in that skin.
Look
How
at
does it feel
that.
on your skin?
It feels like, well,
So
I
all
can't-
of our products totally absorb
yeah.
within 2 minutes. So within 2 minutes, all you will feel is soft, smooth skin.
Amazing.
I mean, it's incredible, right?
Yeah.
And that's live. That is really live. I mean, I've showed it before right
Gosh.
there.
It feels lovely, doesn't it? It's
People
not
get-
greasy or oily.
No. People get confused. They're used to these, I'm going to say, I was going to use the word cheaper, cost-effective products. That's what we should say. They used to feeling a moisture.
Oh, yeah,
a
tacky.
residue.
Feel it on the
And when you
skin.
do put makeup on top of those, they all roll, and
yeah.
it's horrible. Yeah.
But people think that that's moisturisation, which it is. It is moisturisation. Moisturisation is only ever temporary. With all of our products, within 2 minutes, totally absorb. All you will feel is soft, smooth
It's like
skin.
you're hydrating from inside out, sort of thing. It's going into the skin, isn't it?
100%. Everything's happening inside your
Brilliant.
skin, not smothering over the surface or hiding things. It's not, you know, like you can get those products that are like egg whites or aluminium hydroxide.
Yes.
They're covering and tinting
Okay.
and concealing. There are products, aren't there, called
Yeah.
concealers.
Yeah.
No, what we do is physically change your skin. That night cream physically de-ages your skin. That vitamin C, I've just showed you what it does to your hand.
Gosh, I mean, look at
And we say-
what a difference.
Well, we have got the clinical studies for this
Yeah.
as well, because that's what this brand is all about. It's all about real and visible results. It's all about each and every claim that it's been clinically proven by independent labs to ensure all the claims, everything we show you is absolutely genuine.
And again, we show you our lowest figures, we show you our highest. Our lowest figures are on our 20-year-olds, our highest are on our 70-year-olds. I'm very often told that, because I'm never asked about this, I'm told my skin is too aged, my skin is too this, my skin is too that, I am too old. No, no, no. The older you are, the more aged your skin feels, the more aged your skin looks, the more dramatic the change will be. So our highest results here are on our 70-year-olds, our lowest is on our 20-year-olds. We always refer to the average. So we don't say long-lasting. 12 hours after the first and initial application, on average, 140% more hydrated. If you are more hydrated, you're automatically plumper, you're automatically smoother, you're automatically brighter. You're automatically more even skin toned. And then, of course, that vitamin C is targeting those little blemishes on your skin.
So that means so many results
fresher,
there.
younger, brighter, better looking skin, and that's what it's all about. The lovely thing is your range is My Instant Effects. There's instant effects in 10 minutes, but actually there's a cumulative effect
Much more
as well,
important to me, the cumulative
Yeah.
benefit. So luminosity. Luminosity is the brightness of skin. So you might look at that and go 6%. Well, why are you shouting about that? 6% doesn't sound a lot. Would you say that, Sean?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. You used to say that.
I like it. Not a lot.
Who said-
It
who
was
used to
Paul
say that?
Daniels, bless
Oh,
him.
yeah,
was,
Paul
wasn't
Daniels.
it? Yeah.
Bless his soul. So laser treatment. If you're to have laser treatment, so you'd have, I don't know, 3 treatments. Each treatment costs several £100s. It's quite painful. The best expected luminosity, brightness of skin from that, best expected 7 to 9%.
Gosh.
So you imagine going into a beauty salon and saying, well, I'd like equal to laser treatment results in luminosity on average. I've got £30 or whatever it is here. What can you do for me?
Not a lot.
And I want it in 10 minutes.
Show you the door.
And I don't want it to hurt.
Nothing
want it to
invasive.
last.
Yeah.
So 10%, 10 minutes, 6%, 4 weeks, 9%. You're now on best expected. 6 weeks, 11. See that highest
Wow.
number in
Yes, 17.
never been measured before.
And the highest number, 17%.
It's never been measured before.
Gosh.
And we've never had this bundle before, and it is hugely, hugely busy. And these are the reasons why. It's all about those results. Elasticity, I think a lot of offices we age, we lose the sort of strength to us again. We
It's
get
the
that
bounce back,
sagginess
yeah.
around the jaw
And
area.
especially for ladies during menopause. Ladies during menopause lose between 20 and 30% of their collagen
Yep.
production. We don't have that issue, Sean, which is good news for us
Yes,
chaps.
it is.
So the ladies, when you lose that production and that level of collagen within your skin becomes looser. So firmness, elasticity, we're blowing up the mattress, we're firming the skin is very important. So 1 hour, 82%. 4 weeks, 138. 6 weeks, 143.
Wow.
Again, we're transparent. We show you our lowest results, which are on our 20-year-olds. Our highest results on our 70-year-olds. We always refer to the average. So, roughly speaking, if you are over 40, between 40 upwards, you're likely to be between average and highest. But even if you're 20, you've got some
Still got
fantastic results.
incredible
Fabulous results. Look at those. It's all about those results and the difference it can make to your skin. And you are absolutely loving this brand new bundle. A world launch of this bundle, these two items
brand new
together.
bundle. We've never had it before. It's never been anywhere before. You're the first to see it, and you are loving it. And are you ready for this? A third of the entire stock has sold out and gone. If everybody checks out right now, half the entire stock has
Wow.
gone, and still people are putting into baskets. So please check your basket through, because this could be, I know it sounds dramatic, but this is a range that could be life-changing. You can look in the mirror and see that difference. And there's so many things that you've perhaps tried in the past that haven't worked for you. Honestly, MIE is our best-selling beauty skincare range here at Shop on TV for a reason.
And it's our most repeat bought product, not most repeat bought skincare product across our entire website. shopontv.co.uk. You can add it into your basket. $45.99 is a reduced price, but use PayPal Pay in 3. If you pay online, shopontv.co.uk. It's just $16.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. And we would say multi-order across the range, because you'll only pay 1 postage.
And the lovely thing is, this is the right skincare for all and everybody. Whatever your skin type is, whether you're a girl or a guy, whatever gender you are, whatever skin type you've got, or whatever issues you've got the PM, the hero product that honestly can be, I know it sounds dramatic, but can be life-changing. To find a product that works so well and has worked so well for so many people, it really is a product that I know for so many has made such a difference. But then to team it up with that vitamin C, that just at this time of year especially is the ideal serum. But lots of us do love a serum, and vitamin C, it's that buzzword, isn't it, in the beauty industry? That really luminosity, the youthful look.
And this time of year, Richard, isn't it? It's perfect.
And we don't say your skin appears brighter. We don't say your skin appears firmer. We're showing you how much firmer, how much brighter, what the time scale is, and how much that improves over time. And when you say about, about so many skin concerns, we can show you, pictures of actual viewers.
Well, actually, we've got Laura's pictures.
We've got that ready right now.
I was about to say, if you've got a question out there, send it in. Sean and Hayley will tell you who to contact, wherever. We can try and answer you live on air. But, I'll tell you what I think you want to know, but maybe you have an individual concern. Maybe you have an individual issue that you'd like resolved. Maybe you have a question. Well, ask it. I'm here, available.
And Laura asked you, didn't you?
Yeah.
Didn't she? And when you see Laura's results, these have been absolutely incredible. Tell us a little bit about her story.
Laura's pictures. They're not our pictures. They're not your pictures. They're Laura's
She
pictures.
very kindly sent them in.
Tell us the background to this.
Yeah, so I did the same again, invited questions from viewers, and Laura rang up or texted in or whatever they got to do and said, I have a certain issue. And because this particular issue was how you can see it here, we took her offline and we had a consultation, which we do for anyone that we can't answer on air. We always answer every single question that comes in to us. But when you do text in or write in, you have to give permission for Shop on TV to share your information with us, which I'm sure Sean and Hayley will cover. Anyway, Laura rang in and we had a consultation. And as you can see, she had a very, let's call it severe case of psoriasis. So we questioned her about medication, different things. We advised her to try she was okay to use the PM and the AM, the night and the day. You can see what happened after 2 weeks. You can see what happened after 4 weeks.
Wow.
And Laura was very, I think personally, very brave to send these in.
Yeah.
And can you imagine how Laura felt?
Well, it's when I say it's life-changing, that's life-changing for Laura. That redness, I mean, when you see that, the before and then 3 months, she's like a completely different person. Her skin has improved so much.
This is what people underestimate, I think, with skincare, is that it greatly, not interferes, it greatly affects our mood, our thought, our confidence, what we do, what we wear, where we go, whether we smile. And
whether you go out.
And I think you can see that confidence there.
You can see
I see great
difference.
skin, but I see a lady that suddenly
Do you know
got
what
confidence.
I also see? Because obviously it's really made such a difference to her skin, the redness, the irritation, but she looks younger.
Shape of the face as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
her
Lifted,
whole
yeah.
shape of the face has changed to this sort of, I don't know, the jawline's beautiful, the cheekbones are fabulous. Her skin looks flawless, doesn't it?
She looks really well. She looks really rested. Now, Laura used the AM and PM collection, which are at the bottom of the screen there if you want to go for that particular bundle.
And of course, the PM is in this bundle
Yes,
alongside the vitamin C.
And it's the PM that was primarily doing this one.
Okay, great. So that was primarily the results that you see there.
Oh dear, we are... No way.
If everyone checks out.
Oh my goodness. Have you got this in your basket? You must check your basket through. 60% of the entire bundle, but you have to check out. The deal we've got is phenomenal as it is, because if you were just to buy the PM cream, which is a hero product, which is an amazing cream that can do so much overnight, and you'll see that difference in the morning, that on its own is virtually £50.
Yeah, $49.50. It's available on the website right now, but don't buy that. You're getting this bundle, remember, for $45.99. That'll be the Recovery Night Cream and the Vitamin C Serum. You'll get both. So it's the second item on our live show that you see right there. add it into your basket and check out quickly.
Brand new bundle, nowhere else in the world. And though Richard is back from very much a world tour, no one else has had this bundle but us. So grab it whilst it is there and whilst we do have the stock. And remember, we haven't had Richard with us for a good 3-4 weeks. So please, whilst we've got the stock, and this is just the right time as well to start using it. If you are going for a new skincare range, this is the right time to start going into the summer. But it's a lovely gift idea as well. And if you can, like Sean said earlier, multi-order, because when you've got a deal like this, when you run out, you're not going to want to run out.
It's a 3-year shelf life, so
Great.
don't worry about it if you wanted to buy 2. And the other thing I was going to say was that people think, I know when I watch TV, I think they say they're about to sell out, but they got more stock. No. Your allocation is your allocation. Remember the last time we did it, there were 75 people
who missed out,
tried to check out and couldn't actually check out because it was in their basket, but they hadn't actually pressed the button. And the way I think you should think about it is that if you're wandering around the supermarket with things in your trolley, somebody can take them out of your trolley, right?
See that? We did that like choreographed then. That was, it was like we were professionals at doing that.
Like Strictly.
I'm so busy across the entire show. We are going to go to one of your favourite bundles. However,
3/4 of the stock sold out and gone. Now remember, it is exactly that. You do need to check your baskets through. Just because it's in your basket doesn't mean it's yours. Sadly, we could get down to 10 left. And 210 of you could have it in a basket. It'll only be the first 10 people to order and check out. So you could order it right now and check out, and you're at the front of the queue. But you do need to check your baskets through. It's hours until you do that, and that's why so often people do miss out. Imagine looking in the mirror and feeling so much more confident about yourself because you, at last, you've found something that works for you. And truly, for so many, and I know I keep saying this, but it is the skincare range that can be life-changing.
Yeah,
There
people
is a
saying
reason-
how well you look. That's
there is
the
a
thing.
reason it's the most rebought product of your
it
entire
works.
range.
People won't
And I
rebuy
really
it.
thank you for that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
We've got to thank the clients out there that rebuy it, but they've tried it, it's worked,
Don't want to be without
and
it.
then they rebuy the product.
Yeah.
There's a reason it's the most rebought one.
Yeah, most definitely. Great time to multi-order, as we say. Make sure you add all sorts of different items because we've got the entire range with us, and you'll find the full range on the website. So maybe you're looking for an eye serum, maybe you're looking for a lip plumper. The Elixir is brilliant, the Deep Line Elixir, if you've got specific areas that you want to target, and that's under £20.
Yeah, it's an amazing skincare range, so do have a little nosy at everything, but we'll try and show you as much as we possibly can. Pop things into your basket, and remember it is one delivery cost. If you buy the whole entire range, you'll only get that one delivery cost, so it's well worth multi-ordering items. But it really is so nice when you find a skincare range that works for you, and for so many, this is that skincare range. It's fantastic.
And we're going to the favourite, the hero bundle that we have here at Shop on TV. This is the AM and PM creams, the night and day, if you like. Again, this is where it all started with the PM, like we said at the top of the show, Richard, but this has a great bundle.
It's been our highest selling bundle ever. The PM we've covered, but we'll cover it again. The AM is one of those products that people very often call a day cream a moisturiser. Moisturisation is only ever temporary. So when people say long-lasting moisturisation, what do they mean? I'm going to ask you the question. What does long-lasting mean?
I don't know. It could be.
It lasts a long time.
This long. It could be
But
this
how long?
It could be that long. No, that's
How
it.
long?
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Yeah. It's a very
Long-lasting.
generic
What does that
term,
mean?
So
isn't
you
it?
don't say long-lasting, do you?
No, because it's a meaningless term. So to a 2-year-old on a naughty step, 2 minutes is a lifetime. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what does long-lasting mean? No, I wanted it to be long-lasting. So what we did was we had it measured 24 hours after the first and initial application. 24 hours later. That would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And then measure the elasticity, measure the luminosity, and why don't we share them? We'll show you some before and afters of what they look like, and then we'll show you some numbers to what it actually achieves. Now, again, we try and show you different age profiles, different ethnicities to show you that we've tested it on all these people. So this lady is later 30s, and on the left-hand side, lovely, beautiful-looking lady. On the right-hand side, just more energized, smoother, plumper, firmer. I want to draw your attention to the cheeks, specifically with this product. It develops those apple cheeks. Really,
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
It's like the shape,
quickly.
yeah.
So you've got a much more even skin tone. Then hopefully we can do this, but I think, who's in charge tonight? Is it Martha on here?
Well,
See how clever she is. Maybe we could zoom in on that forehead.
Oh, wow.
With this particular skin type, very often they have this little bobbly skin issue.
gosh, that's
This
amazing,
is 30
isn't it?
minutes.
That
Look
is
how smooth the skin
incredible,
is.
isn't it?
On the after, on the right
So
side.
with all of our products, we do what's called rebalancing, and it's a complicated thing, but basically if you imagine like a volume control. So if you're producing too much of something, it'll turn you down, turn the volume down. If you're not producing enough, it'll turn the volume up. So it works, all of our products work with your skin's
balance.
metabolism.
Right, great.
And that's just 30 minutes. So why don't we show you a different lady. This lady is late 50s. On the left-hand side, beautiful lady. On the right-hand side, still a beautiful lady, but now so much brighter, so much smoother. Again, you see those cheeks.
She just looks
Those
so
cheeks.
well, doesn't she? And she's got definite cheekbones in that after.
Real definition.
Now,
yeah.
on the left-hand side, I would suggest she would be wearing makeup. On the right-hand side, it would be, we have a saying in the why fake it?
Don't need
Why
to,
fake
do
it?
you?
So you use makeup to accentuate what you see
Your
as your
features,
positive features, and then to cover up what you feel is maybe your less effective features. But imagine when you look in the mirror and think, well, actually, I look good. I don't need that illuminating powder to
Great.
make my skin look
Yeah.
brighter. My skin actually is brighter.
It looks so much brighter.
I don't need that foundation to make my skin look smoother.
And it's
Because
it is smooth.
yeah.
And the great thing is it is for the girls and for the guys
Yeah.
as well. And again, this is a split screen, so you can see the before and after.
I mean, this is a very handsome fella. It's not going to make you into. It's not going to make me and you into this handsome fella. You're a handsome fella, Sean. But this is a particularly
Making the
handsome
best
fella.
of what you've got, isn't it?
Again, he's got a very handsome fella on the right, on the left. On the right-hand side, he's still a handsome fella.
He just looks so good.
So, yeah.
All right, Hayley, all right.
Calm down.
I said it about the lady.
Yeah, but you weren't doing this over the table.
I was just checking the difference.
Yeah.
I wanted
The
to-
truth
I wanted
will
to
out,
look
Sean.
closely
Go. Shall we
and
leave?
see the before and after. It was a very good before and after.
And
was.
somebody had the audacity to call us a certain word.
It didn't include me in that, it was just you.
And that wasn't me. I didn't call it you.
He is a very handsome fella. And he just looks refreshed. He looks like maybe, you keep saying actually, you've said before, besides, oh, he does look good. He looks like he's been on holiday.
He does. When you see his before and after next to each other, he absolutely looks like he's been away for about 4 weeks and he's so refreshed and more youthful looking.
And that's why people will, the only comment you're going to get is, you look well. No one's going to say your skin looks firmer. What have you done to your ring? They don't.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, that's
your
it.
elasticity looks up, Sean.
Yeah.
All these things. No, you look well. That's what you're going to get. So you will see it day one. Everyone else, even male partners, notice within 4 days.
And these are,
That's what
it's
it's all
very
about.
important to point out, these are clinically proven results, as
These
well
are
as the
numbers.
pictures. We've got numbers to show, haven't we?
Numbers. Very often people will say words like, wrinkles appear reduced, skin appears firmer. And then you'll see sort of clinically proven 60% of participants felt that. It's what's called a subjective survey.
Right.
This is actual measurements by laboratory equipment, independent.
And yeah, independent
So
labs.
hydration. So we don't want to say long lasting, 24 hours later. So let's say 9 o'clock Monday morning, the skin was measured for hydration. The product was applied. 9 o'clock on Tuesday morning,
That's
the
ridiculous.
skin is remeasured again. It doesn't take 24 hours to work. 24 hours later, on
That is
average,
incredible.
27% more hydrated. Again, our highest numbers, which are there are 70-year-olds. Our lowest numbers are our 20-year-olds.
That is a whole day later.
24
and
hours
it's
later.
still working. There is so little, isn't there? And that is again just half of the bundle. And this is just one of the results. And remember, all these clinically proven results, what you're seeing, these are all genuine claims. But it's not the numbers, it's how you'll feel when you look in the mirror. But seeing the numbers gives you an idea. Luminosity, we saw that on all the pictures. Everybody looked so much fresher and younger.
And luminosity, again, you might look at that and go 8%. Why you show me 8%? 8% is phenomenal. So if you're to have laser treatment, which is, I should look this up. Instead of saying it's several £100s, I should actually go and do some research.
Yes.
Several £100s per session. You have 2 or 3 sessions, maybe 4 sessions. And it's a bit like microneedling. So they deliberately damage your skin to make your skin regenerate and therefore make your skin brighter to view. The best expected, not the average, the best expected is 7 to 9%.
Wow.
On average, 30 minutes, 8%.
Gosh.
Wow. That's...
Again, we show you our lowest, we show you our highest. Our highest is on our 70-year-olds, our lowest is on our 20-year-olds. We always, if I can even say the word, specifically reference the average because we think that's the right thing to do. But we're totally transparent. We show you, I don't know any brand in the world.
Shows the lowest.
It's always
I go,
up to.
And I make this challenge. We do it in Australia, in Canada, in the US, and in Germany and other countries. Do you know any brand in the world which tells you their lowest figure?
No.
And all the presenters go, it's a good question, actually.
Yeah.
No, I've never seen
It's
one.
always up to, and that up to could be, like you say, just one person that got that
be.
result.
Yeah.
Whereas you are
never think
absolutely
about that,
straight
do
and
you?
show
And
the
that's why we always go to the average.
Very
Yeah.
clear.
You know, because we will always say results will vary.
Yeah, always.
Of course they do. It just so happens that they vary more in the benefit column. The older you get, the more aged you are, the more damaged your skin is, the more dramatic the change would be.
Now,
So it's never too late. What it might be too late for is you buying. You do need to check your baskets through, but some of you are buying the AM and the PM separately.
we do sell them individually. The PM cream, the night cream, is $49.50 on its own.
So it's more than this bundle of
Yeah.
the AM and the PM
Yeah.
together. You must go for this bundle together.
This bundle that we're talking about now, the AM and PM, is the first item on the website. Right there, shopontv.co.uk. Go for the day and night, buy the bundle together. Don't buy them individually. Make sure you add them in at $45.99. You don't want to pay almost double that. So $45.99 gets you the day and the night cream. Biggest stock we've got on the show, a huge stock, but almost 20% of the stock there is gone.
No. I wasn't expecting a stock update on this because it is the biggest stock I think we've ever had for this bundle, but it is a favourite and we do tend to all sell out. But it looks like we could still sell out if 20% of the stock has already sold out and gone. Still lots more for you to put into your baskets. And remember, if you put every item into your basket that you want, you'll only have one delivery cost. Lips and Eyes, which is another brilliant bundle. This is available right now, but you've found it already. So this is another one we'll struggle with. And I think this is just perfect for this time of year, going into the summer,
Yeah.
the beach days.
Yeah, the days when you don't
those
want to wear
bright
makeup.
eyes, those big lips.
And what you've got here is a fantastic bundle at fantastic value. It's saving £29 on this one. So you're going to get the instant eye lift and you're going to get the 3D lip plumping. It's a great duo.
The lip can plump your lips 20% fuller in just 2 minutes. Honestly, the befores and afters are absolutely amazing. And then the eyes, it's all about diminishing the dark circles, getting rid of that early sign of aging, smoothening, brightening the eye area. We've already been busy on this. They are 2 favourites individually, but I think actually we asked you, could we bundle these together? Because I just think that they're meant to be together. They're like a marriage in heaven. Aren't they? Because it's the 2 things that you instantly see and the 2 things that we all worry about.
And I think it does. I was slightly against it because we normally sell them.
Individual.
we normally sell,
Did you see how he was
we normally
pausing
sell-
there? He was like, I don't like it
sell
very
them
much.
individually. But this does go. I would call it beach ready.
Yeah,
where you're wearing much less
definitely.
makeup. You're not necessarily wearing lipstick, etc. So the eye lift.
Same to you.
We originally developed this for a world-renowned global superstar.
An absolute superstar.
Who can have anything she wants on the planet. So
You didn't know at the time it was for her, did you? Until after you'd done it. Or did
Oh,
you know?
did he? Look.
Have you been fibbing to us? Did you? Did you know? You just had to
Anyway.
keep it a secret.
we have
He
a,
just wasn't going to tell us.
we have a separate business where we do bespoke skincare.
So develop things for people.
And the only product that's ever made it from that bespoke skincare is this one. This is exactly the same
Wow.
product that this global superstar was made for her individual issue.
Yeah.
She wanted to be photo ready, didn't she, when she got off a plane off a long journey? Or if
She's just about to go on to a junket to promote her latest album, and on and off aircraft, in and out of hotels, meeting journalists, never know when she's going to get papped. She wanted something that would get a photo ready inside of 15 minutes. So I said, yeah, I could do that. Anyway, so what does it do? It takes down darkness, takes down puffiness, takes down lines around your eye very, very quickly. It doesn't mask them. It's not one of those egg whitey things. It's not one of those filler things or a concealer. This physically changes your skin. So why don't we show you what it looks like? So this lady here, 15 minutes, a little bit of puff, a little bit of darkness under the eye. 15 minutes later, pretty much gone. But what I want to draw your attention to is the eyelid. In the before, it doesn't look like she's got a hooded eyelid. In the after, oh my goodness.
It just opens up, doesn't
Didn't
it?
she have a?
Yeah.
Didn't she ever have a hooded eyelid? This is just 15 minutes. Now, not everyone's going to get that result, right? But this was a result achieved with this lady inside of 15 minutes. Why don't we show you another one? So, as we know, this lady is just, I can't speak tonight, just short of 60. Underneath the eye, you've got redness, a little bit of puffiness, gone.
Yeah, the darkness
Completely
is
gone.
Yeah, the
and
glow
she has got
again.
quite a redness right in sort of the corner of the eye, just
Yeah.
going out, isn't she?
And then again, if you look at
Disappeared.
the eyelid, on the before, the eyelid is resting on the lash line. On the after,
And it has,
15
yeah.
minutes
Lifts
later,
again.
it's lifted
Yeah.
already. This
So-
is just 15 minutes.
Application-wise with this, you go all around the eye.
Yeah, so you put a small amount, ring finger, start at the tear duct, not in the tear duct bad, by the tear duct, dot it around the eye, and then also go above the eye, dot it round. Don't forget the crow's feet area.
Yeah.
Then gently smooth
Look
it
at
in.
this one.
I love this before
So
and
this
after.
this one, you know, you can look at people and you think, what do they do and things like that. Hayley has got a whole story about this lady she's made up. So this is a much younger lady. Hayley will tell you her interpretation of the story. Underneath the eye, you can see redness and puffiness. 15 minutes later, gone.
Yeah.
It's like she looks like she's had a really bad week, and whether that's been the kids that have been up all the time, she hasn't had any sleep, or she's been crying
Yeah.
for days. She's got
I think
those
she's
really
been dumped overnight.
those, oh,
Richard.
she has got those really sad, sort of overworked eyes, like you've been rubbing your eyes, you've been tearful.
But
or
15 minutes later, she's over him.
How great is that? Absolutely. That's what I say. That's
She's probably met that male model.
yes. And the difference again. And it has lifted her lids, but it is that under eye area where you really see that difference. 15 minutes, so allowing you to then walk out the door feeling confident, because your eyes are the first thing you look at, and they can age you terribly, eyes.
Oh, whenever I meet a
Terribly.
client, I always say how old you are. How old you are? How old are you? And I did the same to you. And what very often people say is that, how old do you think I am? So it's eyes, forehead, neck. If I need confirmation, I go to the hands. Then I take away 10% just in case.
To be polite.
I apologise to anyone out there who has still got it wrong. Okay, I'm sorry. But I take away 10%. The eyes always give you away. Then you go to
definitely.
the forehead, neck. You cannot hide your age.
And I
And
think
we've got a
for-
great neck serum
yeah.
coming up as well.
I think a lot of people as well age very early under the eye area.
You can do. And with this particular product, I'm going to generalise a little bit. If you are under 30, no children, you can stay out till 4 o'clock in the morning, put this on, 15 minutes later, you are going to look as if you had 12 hours sleep. The moment you have children, you're using it a bit more often.
Fair
I
enough.
should know I have 7.
7. He did say 7.
Is that another one? Did you have something else?
No, it's not.
Another one?
I hope
Not another one.
it's now impossible, darling.
Too much information.
We do apologise. It's usually not this bad till after 2 o'clock. It started early.
If you have constant issues of puffiness and dark, so we always say with all of our products, get your phone, take a photo before you start using the products. And then take another photo after an hour, after a week, after 2 weeks, flick and you'll see them. With this particular one, do that. So if you have constant issues with the puffiness and dark, yes, you will get a result in 15 minutes. It's not going to be the result that you want. You know, miracles we can do, the impossible takes a little longer. So we're not going to get rid of those in 15 minutes. What you've got to do, if you've got constant issues every single day, puffiness and dark, use it night and morning for 14 days. Within that 14-day period, you'll have a 24-hour period where your dark will go jump. The second 24-hour period after that, your puff will go jump. If that happens on day 5 or day 6 or day 7 or day 8, keep going to day 14. If you miss one, miss the morning. It's 10 times more powerful at night.
Oh, that's a top.
So you use it morning and night. It's not a problem there, but it's much more important to use it in the night. So when you use the product, again, you can apply makeup within 2 minutes. 2 minutes after application, it's completely absorbed. You can apply makeup, even oil-based makeup. It's not going to pill. It's not going to roll. It's not one of those ones that you put on.
It's not leaving a layer, is it?
It's not leaving a layer. So, you know, as those products look really good on TV, and as long as you don't make any gesticulations with your face, and as long as it doesn't rain, and as long as you don't put makeup over the top, it's really good. But for this product, it physically changes your skin. It takes down your puffiness, takes down your darkness, takes down the lines if you got some around the eye as well. Now, all within 15 minutes.
So just the smallest amount again. Show us the amount if you would.
So tiny. It's not even 1 pump.
Tiny.
Okay. And that's enough.
Less is more.
Me, myself and I would use that much. 2 ring fingers, and that would do both
all the way around both your eyes.
Yeah, just dot it. Start at the by the tear duct. Don't forget to go out the crow's feet. Just dot it around the eyelid. If you can put a bit more on. Over applying isn't a bad thing. You're just again wasting your money.
Yeah.
So you can over apply a little bit. It's not a problem. It's still going to totally absorb, and then gently, very very gently. The skin around your eye is very delicate. Just gently draw that product around. Now again, it's a very active formula, so it's warming on the skin. So what you'll find is initially you think, I haven't got enough. Then all of a sudden you go,
right.
I have got enough.
Yeah.
I have got
enough. As it warms.
So it's a very, very small amount. I didn't even use 1 pump.
This is only half the bundle again.
That is the eyes, which is the first thing that you see. And we saw the befores and afters, which are the visual wow. But then it's actually seeing the clinical studies, because this brand is all about the clinical studies. All the claims have been proven. And these, again, amazing
Now,
results.
Do not go and pinch your eye. I just want to be very, just want to stress this point. Do not pinch your eye. Elasticity. So if you pinch your skin, how fast does it spring back? So what we're doing is firming the skin. By firming the skin, we are taking away and reducing wrinkles. We are helping reduce puff, etc. So how much? So 1 hour, average of 82%. 4 weeks, 138. 6 weeks, 143%. Again, we show you our lowest and our highest. Our lowest on our 20-year-olds, our highest are on our 70-year-olds. But we're showing you that cumulative build. So with repeated use, you get a better and better and better result. And we can go to luminosity probably, or hydration.
Yeah, hydration we'll go to next.
Hydration. So 12 hours later. This doesn't take 12 hours to work. It's working all the time. 12 hours later, it is still 140% on average.
More hydrated.
In the under eye area, it's amazing.
And remember, this hydration automatically, if you are hydrated, people get confused. People think dry skin is a lack of moisturization. Dry skin is a lack of oil. Dull or sallow skin is a lack of hydration. So when we increase that hydration to that level, we're automatically brightening the skin. We are lifting, we are smoothing, we are firming. we just showed you the numbers there. Our lowest result, 104.
And that's just one half of the bundle that we're talking about, remember?
You haven't seen the lips yet. Wait
That's
till
the
you
eye
see the
serum.
lips as well. This is getting you beach ready. This is for those non-makeup days, definitely through the summer. And you've got the brightness to the eyes, the younger looking eyes, but wait till you see the lips as well. Now, we had a huge bundle of this, so we'll be absolutely honest, we didn't expect stock updates on this, but you've already found it, and 10% of that stock has sold
Yeah,
out.
whatever you've got in baskets, start checking them through. Remember, you'll only pay one postage per order on your MIE product. So let's talk about the lip plumper.
Yes,
Richard.
why not use that product instead of the concealer?
There you
Yeah,
go.
definitely. I think
No
once
tint
you've
in there.
you will instantly.
Instant
you won't
effects,
feel you
long-term
need it.
benefits,
I
yeah.
always find concealer, especially under the eye, makes the lines and
Accentuates,
wrinkles
yeah.
look worse. You know, the colour's never quite right, and sometimes the lines look more
I
deeper.
call it like claggy. Claggy is a northern term,
yeah,
isn't it?
it does. You're coming out with some words.
You've got
today.
some corkers, yes.
We'll move on to the lips and see what he comes up with. The lips are incredible, and this is a product you will
Look at this.
absolutely love.
So this is no colour. There's no colour in this product. Yeah. So this is a 30-minute result. So on these very luscious lips here, they haven't got particularly bigger. They've just got plumper.
Yeah.
But look at the increase
And more
in colour.
defined.
Also, look at the lip line. So on darker skin, the difference in colour between the skin and the lip is less marked, and that's why they tend to wear a stronger lipstick.
Right.
Afterwards, this is just after 30 minutes. Look at the colour. The lines have all diminished. The lip line is much more defined. The Cupid's bow is there and looks like she's wearing lipstick, but she's not.
I was just going to say, it looks like she's
Yeah,
got
like she's got a
lipstick on, but
gloss
she
on.
hasn't. It's just
But that's
30 minutes of
30
using the
minutes.
treatment.
Would you like to do it quicker?
Yes.
Yes. 2 minutes. My word.
What can you do in 2 minutes?
Oh, you can really see the lip line there, the Cupid's bow. That's amazing.
I mean, they're luscious, they're voluminous, they look
Just look really healthy, don't they?
they look moist. To me, they look nourished and more kissable.
Well, there you
Bear
go.
in mind, we
And
have a
very
high-
important, there's no sting, there's no aggravation
no
with this
sting,
product.
no
is there?
aggravation, nothing whatsoever. About 20-25% of purchasers here are male. Men like kissable lips as well.
Of course.
So we have a much more defined lip line. On the before, I would suggest you'll be using a lip pencil, draw lips in. In
definitely.
the after, no need it. Cupid's bow, cat's ears in the middle, much more defined. You can see the top lip is actually bigger as well as
yes.
plumper.
Yeah.
You can see all the lines diminished. So with this product, this is one of the few products where we leave a residue because primarily we're pumping oxygen in. So we have a liquid that holds oxygen, actual oxygen, medicinal grade oxygen. The medicinal grade oxygen is penetrating the skin and the lip. The oxygen is to blood what nectar is to bees. The blood comes forward. That's your 2-minute result. And that's where we're getting the coloration from and the plumpness. So no sting and no aggravation. The other thing is it's a natural experience. So when you use those stinging products, the more the sting, the better the result. The issue is if you have like a bee sting, your body, let's call it, say, pumps corrector fluid in, you get a lump.
Yes.
So when you sting your lips, your body goes, well, that's not on.
Same.
Yeah.
Right.
Pumps corrector fluid in, makes them bigger. The trouble is with that is it stretches your skin in an abnormal fashion. So when you become dehydrated next, those lines are going to be deeper.
Right.
Yeah.
So no sting, no aggravation. We've got some more befores and afters we can show you as well.
Got some great results as well about hydration.
2
and
minutes.
2
It
minutes
is
to get
just
those
2
results.
minutes. And we're seeing here, this is about hydration. So this is actually over 12 hours. So again, though results are amazing in 2 minutes, still lasting after 12 hours.
Yeah, so in this particular one, the highest are not necessarily our 70-year-olds. They're the ones with the most dehydrated lips,
Right.
which sometimes were our 70-year-olds.
Right.
But this is 12 hours after the first and initial application. So the average 49%, our lowest result 33%, our highest 70%. If you are hydrated, you're automatically moisturized. So it's long lasting. So what people, this product I always say comes with a warning. The warning is once you've bought one and you've seen how it works, you are going to buy 3 more.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have one in your handbag, one in the bathroom, one in the car, and one in work. And if you're not working, if you're a housewife or if you've retired, if you're lucky enough to retire, I want to retire one.
That'd be nice.
Maybe you're just down to 3. But I guarantee you, once you've bought one of these products, once you've tried it, and once you've experienced it, you will multi-buy, you will buy 3. And in fact, we're going to do, what's this gonna? We are going to offer you specifically a triple version.
Fabulous. And application-wise with this, Richard, it's a brush application, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's targeted. So what you do is you twist the bottom in a clockwise fashion. Now, when you first get it home, you might twist that 12, 13 times. It's not because it's empty. You can see the product in this little window here. All of our products are what's called airless, so they're as fresh as the first day they were made. Just takes a little while for it to work its way up onto the brush.
Okay.
As soon as it's on the brush, then you just look in the mirror and you paint it on your lips. Now, this is one of the few products which leaves a residue. So what happens is, after 2 minutes, if you're going to wear a lipstick, you take a soft cloth and just wipe off the excess residue, because it's done what it's going to do. Its full result is an hour away, by the way. So those 2 minute results,
okay,
just
so it's
a
going to
2
get
minute
better.
result. Then you would apply your lipstick. What most people do is they just leave it on and wear it like a lip gloss. And it's not one of those lip glosses that, you know, that you can eat your breakfast at lunchtime. You know, it kind of keeps all the little bits. It's a very lightweight, nice serum. Now, how often do you have to use it? You will still have results from day 1 on day 4. Everyone I know who uses this product puts it on 2 or 3 times a day because they like the way it feels.
It makes you look as well.
But the way it makes you look is the way it makes you look.
Yeah.
And you get that within 2 minutes.
Brilliant.
So you have a massive increase in colour. Your lines are diminished. Your lip line becomes more defined. Your Cupid's bow comes up. All in 2 minutes.
And we saw that in those amazing befores and afters, but 20% plumper lips in just 2 minutes. But this is only half of a bundle, because this is the lips with the fantastic eyes as well, reducing the aging of the eyes, the lines, the wrinkles, the puffiness. So the two together are just a perfect marriage, and you've loved it. We had a massive stock of these, but that stock is depleting.
It should be £63. It's down to 34. 871064 is your item number if you want to add that into your basket. However, we've got to mention our world launch bundle that we've got for the first time for you. And remember, this is the night recovery cream, the PM recovery, and also the vitamin C serum. 80% of the stock now is in baskets. Please confirm your order and check out. If you go to the website, the PM on its own is $49.50. You're getting the PM and the vitamin C cream for $45.99. Don't go for that one. You'll get it included with the vitamin C at $45.99.
I mean, that's such a great way to try the range if you've not used the range before, but it's great if you've already used the range to go for these bundles and stock up. And remember, you've got great shelf life on these.
Multi-order,
so if you do want to multi-order, do exactly that.
Did you say 3 years, Richard?
Shelf life. The other thing is, it's in my opinion, it's good to share with a friend, because what we find is that, especially with shows like this, is that a mother-daughter, the daughter buys it for the mother, and then they have a little competition who's getting the best results. And also giving it as a gift to a friend, because they're two products that everyone is going to use
and get benefits from.
Everyone wants better eyes, everyone wants better lips. And whether you're 20 or whether you're 70, I mean, have we got Helen's photo that we achieved live? Has Martha got one?
We're coming to that in a little while, actually, when with the neck. And we might have the face picture.
We'll look for the lips as well for a little bit later. But we're moving on, because we've got to step away from our lips and eyes, and we've got to move on to this neck area, because the summer is on its way. We have got rid of the jumpers and the scarves, and sometimes it's this area, isn't it, that really ages. What do you do with it? You can't pin it back. You know what creams don't seem to do.
You have a great neck.
Anything.
Oh, you know why?
Well, why do I have a great neck?
Thanks to you, mister.
Okay. It was a leading question.
That's the nicest thing you've said to me.
That is actually, that's good.
I'm a bit blown away. But this is, because the neck is a real telltale. I think we forgot about the neck. We've always applied creams to our faces and things, and when we've sunbathed, we've never really looked after that neck area, have we?
Especially if you're over 40, back in the day, there wasn't any sun cream, was there?
No.
Was there
You
any
didn't
sun
use
cream?
it, did you?
I can remember burning to a crisp.
You used to put oils on and all
I think
sorts
the
of things.
highest factor you could buy really was factor 2.
You used to get a factor 2.
And a lot of ladies would like literally put oil,
Cooking
Yeah,
oil.
you did,
cooking oil
yeah.
on
Kitchen
and
oil, yeah.
fry.
Shocking.
And then they had those
The reflectors around your
saying,
face.
go on, son, damage my
we
neck.
just didn't know, did we?
So I originally developed this for my mother-in-law, and she hates me every time I say this. You know, she's one of those ladies. She was 65 at the time. From the neck up, she looked older than her own mother. And from the neck down, she was and still is pretty hot for her age.
Both
which I know is
inappropriate.
terrible. I
Yeah.
know it's inappropriate. But
Now
it's
we've got
true.
a picture of your mother-in-law. This is why she hates
Just of
you.
a neck.
Just a
my
neck.
actual mother-in-law. So on the left-hand side, let's call it for what it is. This is turkey neck. You can see horizontal lines. You can see vertical lines. And you can see those deep, dark lines. So the deeper the wrinkle, the darker it looks. It's in
Right.
shadow.
Yeah.
Light does not get to the bottom of the wrinkle. And if you look down on the chest area, it's much, much duller.
The skin just looks tougher, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, and you can see all those brown blemishes. And it was a turkey neck. On the right-hand side, you can see those white lines. Those white lines are the base of a wrinkle which never saw the sun. Suzanne
'cause
clearly
it's-
likes the sun.
It's
Yeah.
plumped that wrinkle
We have
out.
pulled that wrinkle completely
Wow.
out.
Right,
All
right.
those white lines are the actual bottom, the base of the wrinkle from the left-hand side that we've pulled out. Now, that's a 2-week result. And if you follow the lines round, you can see they match up.
Yes.
And you can see all those white lines there. And then look at the décolleté, look at the chest area, look how much brighter it is. I can tell you, in my opinion, that took about 20 years off my mother-in-law.
2 weeks,
So I did
that
it
difference.
for her,
Yes.
and then I was so blown away that we launched.
You launched it as a product, and so many people have absolutely loved it.
And we've done lots of live demonstrations as well in the studio when we've had models.
Yes.
And this was one of our live demonstrations. And though we know this product works, we were blown away with this, weren't we?
Yeah, and you know, Helen is beyond 70.
Yeah,
should
she
we
is, yeah.
say, quite a few years beyond 70. And we were blown away.
What a
this was,
difference.
I can't remember
And
the
it
exact
was
timing.
moment. It was minutes.
It was,
wasn't
it was,
minutes,
it was,
something
it was
like that.
minutes, yeah.
It was
But it was live in the studio.
It was
45.
over 45. We went back for
45.
this picture, apparently.
45 minutes live on air. But also look at the chest area. Look how much brighter that is. And that's achieved live in the studio.
Our age spots look diminished already, don't they? You know,
Yeah.
because
So
it's
what we're
giving
doing
that
is-
skin that glow.
Yeah, we're brightening the skin around it.
Yeah.
And because we're brightening the skin, it diminishes what's called the colour intensity of the age spot. So it looks reduced at this stage. But that's just 45 minutes. And look at the neck area. This is the most emotional response. This is the most emotional responses we get from our clients. You have changed my life. And we've actually, when I say made models cry live on set, there's this one lady, her name was Barbs. But funnily enough, it was in America, Barbs.
Right, okay.
And I was telling a story of one particular client that said, you have changed my life. I can now wear the diamond necklace my husband bought me for my diamond wedding anniversary. So that gives you an indication of her age. And as I was saying this, I could see tears in her eyes. I'm thinking, oh my God, what have I done?
What have I done
I
now?
said, you were right,
Yeah.
Bob's a lovely woman. And she said, no, I'm just thinking, I can now, because when we're looking into the camera, we can see screens that show you things. So she could see her before and after.
The preview, yeah.
And she was saying, I can now wear the gold necklace my husband bought me for my birthday last year.
Because like Hayley always says, you cover that area up, don't
My
you? if
mum
you
was
don't
just
like
saying
it.
today, she said, oh, why is it? She
And
said,
the
I hate my
necklace
neck.
draws the eye.
Yeah,
Yes,
of course it
yeah.
The
does.
point is that necklace is a focal point,
Yeah.
and people draw the eye. And because this area gives us away, men and women, more particularly ladies, because the loss of collagen at a certain age, they cover up. So they use
Scarves,
high neck
high
and a
necks,
scarf.
roll
But
necks,
in the
yeah.
summer, that's a bad
Yeah.
thing,
No good.
isn't it? So get it out, flaunt. If you've got it, flaunt it. Don't fake it. Don't hide it.
That's it. Don't look for the high neck dresses. Don't look for, try and cover it up. Be proud of what you've got, because honestly, for so many, this is another one of the products from MIE that really is quite life-changing. And when you see, again, this is all clinical trials as well. This is all studies. This is all, and making sure what we're telling you is absolutely true. Tried and tested.
Yeah, and, we can show you the hydration increase. Again, it's 12 hours after the first and initial application. 128, our lowest result 84. Lowest results on our 20-year-olds, highest results on our 70s. We always go with the average. We think that's the right thing to do. But, we can show you statistics and different things, and we can show you befores and afters. But I love the fact that that's my mother-in-law.
Yeah.
And that took 20 years off her. And we saw what happened to Helen. And, this is one of those products where you can think it's all lost. It's all gone.
It's too late. There's
nothing
you can do, yeah.
No. If ever there was a product that said, no, this is it.
I think that area, you do feel like that. You look at that area and think, well, what am I going to do? What are we going to do with it? And I think it's one of the only products where really we can just look at the befores and afters and say nothing, because especially Helen's, you're just like, wow, we don't need to show you anything else or tell you anything else, because the befores and afters talk for themselves.
Did you remember she couldn't stop smiling?
She couldn't stop
we
smiling.
kept trying to say, will you stay still? We need that. We need that after picture.
Yeah.
If we go back to Helen,
and then we're seeing it there.
My mother-in-law,
It's brilliant,
whatever,
isn't it?
That is something.
And that's $23.99. Can you imagine going into a beauty salon saying, my neck's the real issue.
Make my neck young, please.
I've got £24. What could you do?
Imagine Helen doing that. I mean, they would probably be polite because of her age, right? But they would laugh her out. It's like, listen, that's going to cost a couple of thousand to go under the knife.
Very important, Richard, with the application on this, isn't it? You always say
so
about...
we haven't done that, have we? So onto your fingers, freshly cleansed skin, upward motion, always an upward motion. Any massaging of the skin has a beneficial effect.
Yeah.
So most brands, when they do a neck cream, what they do is they take the face cream and change the fragrance.
Yes.
Right, okay.
So with ours, it's specifically formulated for the neck, which I did for my mother-in-law. So an upward motion. Do not forget to go all the way around the back of the neck, up into the nape.
That is the biggest top tip, which I wouldn't have even thought about.
There's a lot of skin back there. You sort of do the front. There's a lot of skin back there. And as we firm that skin, because we don't tighten, we firm. As you firm that skin, it helps the front, but also gives you a little bit of a mini facelift at the same time. And then across your décolleté area, your chest area. If you are over 40, I virtually guarantee you got sun damage, you've got quite a crinkly chest area, and I'm going to get into dodgy territory in a second. I'm trying to say the right thing.
I'm looking at you.
Careful.
She might kick me or give me whatever look. But ladies who are larger breasted, I'm allowed to say larger breasted.
Yeah, you can say that,
You can sleep on your side and you get those lines.
Oh,
Yes,
absolutely, yeah.
Is there a word for them?
Oh, is there?
No, I'm asking you.
Oh, no, not that I know
Not
of.
for the lines,
Boob
but the
wrinkles, I don't know.
décolleté
Boob wrinkles.
area, it's they weigh you down, don't they? That's what it is.
But when
If
you
sleep on
lay
your
on the
side.
side,
You
that's
get those lines
yeah.
there. So we will soften those as well and take those down. I didn't get kicked. It was good.
You said it quite well. Honestly, it is for all of you that have got a neck, because even now, as a younger person, we look down at our phones, don't we, our tablets, so much.
Constantly
and you
looking down.
notice on real young people, they've got these lines.
I should have said that, shouldn't I?
Yeah,
It's
all the way
terrible of
across.
me. So it's happening to younger and younger and younger age, and it's not that crinkly neck. It's what you call a necklace line.
Yeah, it's literally
Like
a line
deep
side to side, yeah.
crevice, and you get one or two.
Yeah.
And that's because everyone's spending their
Everyone's,
time
Head
like
down
that.
all the time, yeah.
So again,
My kids are phenomenal for it. They're just on their phones all the blinking time, and I'm saying, get your head up, get your head up.
Yeah. All
No.
7 of them.
That's it. 7 children, 7 phones, 7 necks. There's a lot of practice in all sorts of things. And please do check your baskets through. We are massively busy. It's been great to have you coming. Great to have Richard with us. We haven't had Richard with us for about a month. So I think that's one of the reasons we are so busy. And we're particularly busy on all of the bundles we've got. We do fight to get this stock. Richard's just back from a bit of a world tour and often comes back and it's sold out. So we've got to wait till it's back in stock. So please, whilst we do have stock, do check your baskets through.
The neck serum's so affordable as well at $23.99. If you want to go,
if you just got that result once for $23.99, you'd be happy, wouldn't you? But you have got more and more, obviously, applications in that little jar. We'll leave the details just at the bottom of the screen because we are really busy for the neck and décolleté. But we are going to move away for a moment because this is a product we really love.
The deep line elixir that we've got for you. This is about targeting your problem areas wherever they are, and it's about great results again, isn't it, Richard?
What do you call this? You've got a name for it.
Well, I call it an instant confidence booster.
We'll take that. Who wouldn't want that?
This is such an easy product to describe. You know, it comes in a series of questions. Do you have a wrinkle? If so, stay tuned. Would you like to reduce the wrinkle? Stay tuned, this product's for you. Would you like to do it rather quickly? Then stay tuned and get your card ready. So with this product, what we're going to do is that we're going to take down a wrinkle, an average of 79% in 10 minutes. It's just a really simplistic product. Do you have a wrinkle? Would you like it less of a wrinkle? Would you like to do it less wrinkle in 10 minutes?
Yes, please.
That is it.
Yeah.
Now, very often, this is sold out before we get here, right?
No, that is so true. So often we'll mention it at the top of the show, just during the hellos.
And it disappears.
And the stock has disappeared. Price-wise, it's so affordable, but result-wise, it is quite incredible. This can, in my eyes, de-age you instantly. If you've got an important meeting or perhaps you're going to meet someone you haven't met before, but you have shown a photograph and you don't actually look quite as
maybe
young
a little
as your
date.
It
Is that called catfishing?
I think it is.
can actually help you get there.
Yeah, so when you talk about the up to figures, our up to figure is 100%, right?
But look at that difference there.
So this lady is late 50s. You can see some lines across the forehead. Not very deep lines, but you can see
They're
them.
there, yeah.
10 minutes later, where are they?
Where
There's a
are
saying
they?
in Wales, I looked up and there he was.
Gone.
And she hasn't got 11s, she's got a onesie. She's got one line, hasn't she, between
and that one
her eyebrows.
10 minutes later, you can still see a
But
vague,
it's so
have to look
diminished.
so much
very
softer.
close.
So much softer.
So instant confidence booster. So what we find here is that, yes, you have a cumulative bill, but what we find mostly with this product is people use it for date night, wedding, school reunion.
Yes.
School reunion. We always want to say, oh, I look better than that one.
Yes, for the
You know,
photographs.
we're all
Now, look at the
We're all
forehead
guilty of
lines
it.
there.
Again, this lady's just short of 60. You can see those lines slightly deeper this time along the forehead. 10 minutes later, erased, gone.
That is incredible, isn't it?
And that's exactly what you want. And the fact you can target anywhere, wherever those wrinkles are.
Again, it's a targeted thing. Now, just to draw a distinction, these things here are folds. They're not wrinkles.
Right.
So folds we'll soften. Wrinkles reduce, and we reduce them really quickly, and it lasts all day.
And it's less than
So
20
even
pence.
8 hours later, it's still in effect.
And can we apply makeup on top?
100%. So after 2 minutes, it's totally absorbed. So again, that's the lip
There you
plumper.
go.
Here we go. Again, what you do is that you twist the bottom, and that pushes product up. The first time you get it home, 10, 12, maybe 13 twists. It's not because it's empty. You can see the product through the window. It just takes a little while to work its way up. So all of our products are what's called airless containers. They never open.
I love that.
They're as fresh as the day they were made. So twist, 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 twist. You get product onto the brush. Now in this particular case, we use a very mobile liquid. So what do I mean by mobile? I'll show you now. It'll take a few twists, like I said, to get the product up onto the,
But it's
the
new.
brush.
There we go.
There we go. So when I say mobile, let's call it watery. It's a very, very active product, so don't worry about that. But we need it to be like that. We need that mobility because we need to get right down into the base. So you get product on the brush, you look in the mirror and you draw it onto any line you wish. Then you take your finger, not hard, firmly 2 or 3 rubs with the wrinkle, 2 or 3 rubs against. Yeah, I'm going to do it. What the heck? I know there's lines up here somewhere, so I'm going to...
I'm just randomly.
randomly
They were just saying in the gallery
around.
we should get Richard to do it live, and there you are, doing it live.
So
mess
we'll just,
about.
whack it around like that. And then I'll take
You
all
apply
my
it so
fingers.
beautifully, Richard.
I don't have a mirror.
And you're applying it just like you said.
Just a few times, just with, then against. I'm going a little bit more than that because I don't know where my lines
And perhaps
are.
not so rough. You're a bit rough, Richard. Oh, wow.
Thank you, Dan. I bet you say that to all the boys.
I can actually see. That's amazing because you've only just applied that. But can you see?
Yeah, they're diminishing, yeah. God.
And it's the lightness that it creates.
The
as well.
reflection, isn't it?
Yeah, so the deeper the wrinkle, the darker the line. I know I've got some pretty deep ones up there because I am of a certain age, And that's how you do it. 10 minutes, an average of 79% reduction.
Gosh.
Before you go to that party, before you go to that wedding, before you have those photographs taken, this is hugely busy. Got to tell you, 10% of the entire stock sold out and gone. This is another product we did have a good amount of stock of. And I mean, we were talking about wrinkle depth, so you're seeing right there the clinical studies.
79% in 10 minutes. You can see an hour has gone to 83%. The average after 8 hours, it's still 58%. You can see our highest figures there, total eradication. They're not necessarily our 70-year-olds at this stage. The lowest results, our worst result there, 61% in 10 minutes. 29% after 8 hours. That's probably on one of our youngest.
Still after 8 hours.
For $19.99.
Oh my goodness.
To apply to all those areas, those wrinkles you don't like, wherever they may be, whether it is 11s, whether it's the forehead lines. Perhaps you're terrified of having injections and you just think, but I want to look younger, but it's just not me. I wouldn't dare. This is allowing you to diminish those lines. It's allowing you to get that younger, youthful look. For $19.99.
That's brilliant, isn't it? 040331 is your item number. Lots of you are multi-ordering there, and multi-order across the range on the website shopontv.co.uk. You can see all the different bundles that we've got available for you. Don't go for those individuals. Make sure you go for the bundles. That's where the value is. The hero product is the night recovery cream and that glow vitamin C serum for $45.99.
That deep line elixir, you're unlikely to get any more until August.
Until August. So now is the time to get the elixir. Richard just letting us know we probably won't get any more stock until August. So if you want the elixir, we'll pop it at the bottom of the screen. Remember, it's less than £20 for that.
I mean, that is absolutely crazy, isn't it? And we're busy on everything. It's always great to have your company. It's always lovely to have Richard with us. It's always fantastic to have the MIE brand with us because this is all about My Instant Effects with long-term benefits as well. Now, we had a brand new bundle tonight. Oh, my word.
We're approaching limited stock very soon. We'll have more people trying to order.
It's actually the very first time it's been seen as a bundle anywhere in the world. So we've launched this bundle. This bundle is at the minute exclusive to us here on Shop on TV, but you're going to have to be quick to get it because sadly what happens now is more people will put it into their baskets. There'll be more people ordering than stock is available. We think there's around about 5 minutes left for you to buy this and get this, so please do check those baskets through. Imagine you looking in the mirror and just feeling more confident because what you've got is day and night in this bundle.
And people coming up to you just saying, oh, you look well.
Yeah.
What have you been doing? You look well.
It's the best feeling. And going into the summer as well, I mean, it's not so bad through the winter, is it? You look in the mirror and you think, oh, I just put a load of makeup on. And it drives me mad. I have to wear makeup for work, but on my days off, I don't want to put any makeup on. But sometimes you look in the mirror and think, I'm going to have to do something. Can you imagine, especially in the summer when it's hot and it's clammy and you just want to be makeup free, but you still want to be confident? How great to have a day and a night, and vitamin C that's going to give you that glow, and it's a serum that's great if it is hot weather.
It's not heavyweight, it's lightweight, but it gets amazing results.
It's the perfect bundle, and it's a great way to start with the range as well if you haven't used the range before.
Great introduction.
But take a look at some of the befores and afters, because this is what this brand is all about. This is the PM.
Yeah, the PM cream, and I want you to look at the luminosity to the skin, the glow to the skin, the evenness to the skin after just 60 minutes. Just using the night recovery cream that you see there.
Wow.
Side by side, it looks, we always say, it's like a mother and daughter picture, isn't it?
It really has made that change. In 60 minutes, we're not talking about 6 days or 6 months, in 60 minutes. But as always, the longer you use, the better those results. But there's many of these. I love this one. Her skin just looks, it's a split screen. So you've got sort of a before on the left-hand side, a right is at the after. The luminosity in her skin is just incredible, isn't it?
So refreshed, isn't it?
It's so flawless.
That softer, visibly younger looking skin. And remember, each and every claim we talk about clinically proven by independent labs to ensure the claims are genuine. So the PM cream that you see there comes alongside in this brand new bundle, the vitamin C serum.
That works even quicker.
Yeah.
10 minutes. And this really is, when you really look close, and do get really close to your screen, see how the open pores, any open pores, they've gone. It's improved the texture, the tone. It's like she's been airbrushed.
Yeah, ready for a photo
We've
shoot.
not quite worked out how to do that on our phone to make you look that little bit better. But it's like she's done that in real life. And look at the difference
and
there.
we talk about evenness and glow in 10 minutes. Imagine now, very important to point out, MIE is for all ethnicities, all ages, any gender. It's going to, well, if it gets you these kind of results, we always say individual results will vary, but if it gets you those kind of results, or maybe even better results.
And remember, this range in this brand is all about real and visible results. It's all clinically tested, and these are it's a brand new bundle that you're seeing right there, but sadly you're not all going to get it. You do desperately need to check your baskets through. You will not be disappointed, and it's a great way to start the range as well. We've got more people ordering than stock is available. We are now limited stock. Richard said at the top of the show, didn't he, last time we worked together, we got to the end of the show, and about 70 odd people missed out. I think it was about 72, 78 people missed out because they hadn't checked the basket out. You must check your basket out. It's not yours until you check your basket through.
You can, however, still add it into your basket.
Yeah,
189599 is the item number. And if you want to spread the cost using PayPal, if you pay online, $16.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. That's a 3-month, we say around about a 3-month supply there. And if you want to multi-order, a 3-year shelf life as well. Which is
so many people as well say what a difference MIE has made to their skin. They're so, I don't know, there's no better feeling, is there? I know I had really bad skin when I was young, and I was so self-conscious of spots and acne and spots on my neck. I've got scars on my neck from where I had spots, and it stops you doing things. It stops your confidence. It stops you looking at people in the face. You know, you don't want to go out. Imagine looking in the mirror and actually you've got that confidence, because all of a sudden you're proud of what you're looking at. You're proud of your skin. There's nothing better. And I walked onto a big skincare range once. And they went, "Oh, you've got lovely skin." And you're like, "I've never had lovely skin." There's nothing better. If you can find a range that does that for you, and truly for so many, this is the range. So many 5-star
Yeah, we'll
reviews.
share some of those reviews with you. Actually, Linda had this to say: absolutely love these products. Started using them a few months ago. I wish I'd started sooner. Absolutely love all the products. That's great, isn't it? Wish I'd started sooner. So that one from Linda there. You do have to confirm your orders though. Please don't hang around with this brand new bundle that we've got for you. 189599 is the item number. There's so many great bundles available on today's show, and you'll only pay 1 postage, remember, per order across the MIE range.
You desperately need to check your baskets out. You are going to miss out on the PM and the vitamin C if you don't check out right now. So do check those baskets through. If you do miss out, or perhaps you're already a user of the range, and it's the AM and the PM, the sort of hero bundle that we always try to have. We are really busy on this. We had a vast amount of stock of this, but a a quarter of the entire stock that actually we'd got for the month has already sold out and gone. And Anne-Marie emailed in, she said, I love these products. I've been using MIE for about a year. I get lots of compliments about my skin and people are always saying, I look well. I always restock when the offers come up. Well, that's a great offer, which I'm sure Anne-Marie is probably going for right now, because that is a bundle that so many absolutely love. And it's again when you see the results, when you see the befores and afters. And remember, all clinically proven with independent labs. So everything we tell you and everything you see tonight, these claims are completely genuine. I mean, the befores and afters speak for themselves.
Well, look at them side by side, and it's for any ethnicity, any gender, any age group, but look at the glow to the skin, look at the finish to the skin, the luminosity to the skin, but after 30 minutes. And then when we see it side by side, this is what Richard pointed out earlier, the smoothness on the forehead.
Oh gosh, when you go close up on the forehead, which we've got a picture of, it's like, wow. I mean, that has completely improved the skin texture, the tone, the luminosity, but that texture, that is phenomenal. That is completely, I don't need to put any makeup on.
And it's very important to point out, make sure you go for this bundle. Don't go for the items individually, because the PM, the night cream, is $49.50 on its own. You're getting the night and the day cream for $45.99, but you must use the number 045001 to make sure you get the two of them for $45.99. And if you want to spread the cost with PayPal, you can. You've gone over £30, so $16.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments.
And of course, you've got the day and the night, so it is that perfect bundle. But please do check your baskets through. Really busy night, and I know you won't regret buying from MIE, because for so many, the lovely thing is you don't have to think about it. It's all skin types, all skin issues, male, female, any gender. This is the right skincare for all of you. And there are so many 5-star reviews saying exactly that.
In fact, we've got a couple of reviews from the gentleman, so let's take a look at these. Colin said this: my partner has your wonderful product. Her skin shines and she is an ambassador for your products. All our friends have the best creams. Next one from John: the night and day is amazing. I'm a middle-aged man. I feel so confident now, much more than before I started using it. Thank you. And we get loads of reviews, loads of emails from people who use the creams and the serums that we have. And Richard, your feedback, it's consistently brilliant, isn't it?
Well, this is one of our most
been
rebought products out of everything we sell.
I think you'll find it is the most rebought.
I always put it that way because I know he'll say that.
It is
That one.
But how amazing is that? But so for so many, they wouldn't rebuy if it wasn't doing what it said on the tin.
It's very humbling, and I mean that. But I think that gives other customers a bit more confidence to. I mean, anyone can buy something once, right? But do you buy it a second time? If it didn't work, do you buy it a third time?
Only if you like it.
So a good, what's called a rebuy rate in the industry for skincare, 15 to 20%. On average, we get 65 to 70% rebuy.
Wow.
Brilliant.
Which is phenomenal, right?
Absolutely.
And also multi-award winning, aren't you?
Only 39.
Only 39.
Only 39 awards.
You can see just
Global
some of
awards.
them here.
We've got local awards, they're global awards.
Right. And the other thing is you're featured in so many different publications. So gets great reviews across the board in all these different publications that we're showing you. But the fact you've got so many of those awards. And
those awards, not just sort of the beauty specialists and things, a lot of it from people at home that have voted you.
Yeah, they're the ones who are, to us, more special, really. I'm going to be a little cynical. Very often awards go to, well, it may appear to certain individuals that awards go to the persons who advertise the most. I mean, call me cynical.
okay.
But when you get the awards from actual people, who people who vote for them,
Right, so consumer votes.
yeah, and they're more special, along with our what's called the ECRM ones, because they're buyers from all around the world, And beauty buyers are the most cynical people on God's earth, trust me. And they vote for the most innovative brand that year or whatever. And we won by not only a landslide, but no brand has ever won it more than once. We've won it, I think it's 5 times.
Great.
Fabulous.
Brilliant.
No brand has ever won more than once.
I mean, that says it all,
Brilliant.
doesn't it?
Absolutely brilliant.
I think is why there are so many 5-star reviews, why there are so many people that buy, because for so many, it makes that difference. Now, we've got a bundle that we're going to talk about very quickly whilst we have stock, because we've got 8% of the stock left, but a lot more people trying to order than stock is available, so some of you are going to miss out, I'm afraid.
And a brand new bundle to us, well, brand new bundle, world launch of this bundle itself. You've got the recovery night cream, but the vitamin C serum, and that's why it's so popular, I think, right now. It's perfect timing, isn't it?
Yes, I believe so. So what we found was that in warmer countries, and also for ladies and gentlemen who have those hot flushes, creams can sometimes in the day feel a little heavy. The serum, we find, is much more lightweight, much more accepted in hotter countries, and it gives you more like a matte finish. So the day cream gives you a more dewy finish. Me personally, I have switched out and I've gone this way.
Okay.
I actually enjoy this product more.
Right.
Personally.
Right.
And I showed you on the back of your hand
Yeah.
earlier on.
Yeah.
So it builds up luminosity, hydration, firmness, plumpness very, very quickly. It's a very high level vitamin C, but it's a serum based product. So it's much more mobile as well. And I personally like keeping mine in the fridge.
Oh, that's a nice idea.
Yeah.
It has no better effect, right? I just
No,
like
it's-
the way it feels.
Because it's
Yeah,
chilled,
cooling,
it's cool.
yeah.
Cooling is, I just love
That would be nice, I would think, as a guy after you've shaved and things. Just
Oh, yeah.
so good after
yeah,
that.
I bet.
I mean, I've got a bit of facial hair and I can go over there and it hasn't got that dragginess. or
Right.
whatever.
Okay.
But also, and you've seen this on your hand.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
What a
it's
difference.
So
and
soft.
still,
And it's still
yeah,
there.
it's still working.
Yeah.
But it's so soft, it's silky soft and it's totally absorbed.
Yeah, it doesn't leave any greasy residue
Nothing. And
behind.
I, just me personally, I prefer it to the day cream. And that's what we're finding. And that's why...
I think some
Again,
people
you-
just prefer a serum or a cream, don't they, on a whole?
It's
probably
a
anyway.
Marmite kind
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
But I think especially as the weather changes, creams can be very often in the winter because of the more harsh weather conditions. A cream can be a little bit more fortifying. It feels a bit nicer. As soon as we reach warmer weather, I've gone this way. I've gone, man, solid gone.
And when you see the results, you'll feel exactly the same as well, because it is all about those visual results. And this seems to work so much quicker.
Very much quicker. And I just, the day cream gives you a very soft afterfeel. This gives you
And a soft look
even
as well.
softer and smoother. So if we look at this is just 10 minutes. I'm just going to say that one more time. This is just 10
I know.
minutes.
It's crazy,
just
isn't
10
it?
minutes.
What a
So
difference.
You have brightness, you have smoothness, and you're left with a. When I say a mattified skin, it's not dull.
No, not at all.
But it's not that dewy finish. It's a very matte finish, and that tends to be in vogue at the minute, doesn't it? I'm talking as if I know makeup. I know nothing about makeup at all. I am told by makeup artists matte is in, right? So you have a smoother texture. You have that much brighter tone to it. But also, if you look really, really closely, it's not as if she has got loads of open pores, right?
No.
But if you look really, really closely, you can see those pores on the before.
But not on the
On the after, so much smoother.
So
Now,
much
how are we doing that? We're plumping the skin. We are hydrating the skin. We're using the vitamin C then to really brighten the skin and target those blemishes that you may
And we're
have.
seeing that brightness there. I mean, obviously, when you take these photographs, the lighting, everything has to be the same. It looks like she's
How
under
old do you
a
think she
light
is?
there.
No, how old do you think she is? How old does she look on the left? because I can tell you what her age is. You won't believe.
What, on the before?
Yeah.
I've got no idea.
After guessing after doing so badly on the last one.
We did rubbish, didn't
She's in her
we?
40s.
Is she really? Wow.
But then in the
after, I
she
would
looks
have
20s.
easily said, 20.
Yeah.
So,
She
yeah,
looks
so I'm
super
not,
young.
yeah, I'm not trying to draw a comparison necessarily of before and after here. It's just that what we're trying to do is show you different ages and that it works on all ages.
And all skin types.
all skin types.
That was
So
what you wanted to do, is bring a range that we didn't have to think it's right for everybody.
work with the skin's metabolism. So
Right.
we're not covering. So it doesn't matter whether you're Asian, Caucasian, Afro-Caribbean, Hispanic. Different skin profiles hold and lose hydration at different rates. They have different oil structures. When we work with the skin's metabolism, it doesn't matter what ethnicity you are, it's going to work. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, it's going to work. It doesn't matter whether you're oily, T-zone, dry, or combination, it's going to work. It doesn't matter whether you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 or 70, it's going to work. And why do we know that? Because we've had it clinically tested.
Across the board.
Across the board.
Brilliant.
And you're seeing those befores and afters in just 10 minutes as well. Obviously, the longer you use, the better those results. But in just 10 minutes, I mean, her skin looks absolutely incredible.
I mean, you won't believe how old that lady is.
Well, you told us earlier. Tell us again how old she is.
She's late 40s, early 50s.
That's amazing.
Good.
Isn't it?
I mean, she's
Looks
stunning on the left for
fantastic.
that. But on the right-hand side,
Her skin
more
is
energised, more refreshed,
brighter,
youthful,
fresher,
brighter, energised.
younger. It's illuminated. You know, the glow to her skin is fantastic, and that makeup free, completely makeup free, feeling confident about your skin. We're so busy on this, so we've got twice as many people now ordering as stock we've actually got available.
And we're still getting busier and busier. So you can jump the queue still and add it into your
Yes,
basket if
like
you wish.
that.
189599 is your item number. It's not yours until you check out, is it?
No, that is the thing. Our system, the way it's set up, say we had 10 left, and we will be there very shortly. Say we've got 10 left, 310 of you could be ordering. It's still ours. It's only yours when you check through. So if you all checked out at once, sadly, 300 of you'd miss out and 10 people would get it. But like Sean just said, it doesn't mean that you can't order it now, because it's the first people to buy and check out. So you could jump on the phone right now and push in front of everybody, or get onto the website, put it in your basket and check out straight away. Check it through, otherwise sadly you are going to miss out.
So many people multi-order.
Yes.
Not just that, but they
Across
order
the
across
range,
the
yeah.
range and then check out later on.
Yeah, they gather their basket together.
And
But
sadly,
now
they'll
is
press
the
that
time.
checkout button and something will say,
But do you
sold
remember
out.
there was 75 people at the end tried to buy it and check out
On a previous
and it wasn't
show.
there.
Yeah, it had all gone.
And we kept warning you. So
We
do
don't want
check
you
your
to miss out
check
there.
your basket through. And remember, brand new bundle, never been seen before, first time anywhere in the world with us here on Shop on TV. So if you want to go for the PM recovery and the vitamin C, and that's giving you your day and night, great way to start the range, but also a great bundle to go for if you already use the range as well. We've had some really lovely emails. Thank you so much for emailing in.
Have we got any questions?
Now, well, let's have a little look
Been
what
so
we've
busy.
got. Best cream that I've ever used, would not be without it. Thank you, Richard, for bringing your products to us. That's from Gerald. Anne-Marie, we read earlier on, she said that she had great compliments about her skin and people were always saying she looked well. So she's stocked up
That's male
as well.
and female, first two.
Great, yeah.
Then we're from Cliff, another male, said, I just ordered, he said, can I use it alongside the Cult 51, which of course he can.
Yes, so yes, Cult 51 is our Dr. Esthetician range. It's more expensive, yes, but it's more powerful.
Yeah.
But you can use it alongside it.
You can use it alongside, yeah.
Another question, this is from Maureen. And when does she apply she likes to use Factor 50.
Her
And should she
sun cream.
apply that before or after using her daily serum?
Definitely
cream.
after.
After.
Okay.
Definitely after.
Fabulous.
And the main difference
Or-
between the AM and PM, which is currently using the new bundle. So the difference between the AM and PM and the new bundle that
Yeah.
we've got, you were saying it's a lighter weight serum, isn't it?
It's a lighter weight serum, kind of lends itself more to warmer weather. So the day cream, what does the day cream do that the vitamin C doesn't?
Well, actually, should we move away from the bundle with the vitamin C, and we'll move to, because this is going to sell out.
The
so
AM PM.
I'm going to take the vitamin C away, and we'll pop in the day, and you can talk us through the day cream and why that's so good.
So visually, they both brighten your skin. They're both fantastic hydrators. They are both plumpers. They're both evening of skin tone. The one thing the day cream does that the vitamin C does not do is that it, in terms of antioxidant properties, it quenches excess ROS within 30 minutes.
What does that mean?
I'm getting, as I began to say it, I was thinking,
Mr.
I'm going to get kicked now.
Yeah, the kick is coming your way, I tell you.
I have to look that up.
So, what is an antioxidant? So an antioxidant, imagine Pac-Man, you know Pac-Man.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
this is our level.
Antioxidant is the little mouthy thing, whatever that is.
Not you,
Right.
Hayley.
I didn't say that.
Dramatically.
I couldn't resist that.
Oh, it wasn't funny though.
So, you hear about environmental damages and things like that. So what it does is inside your skin, you have what's called ROS, reactive oxygen species. And it doesn't matter what they are. Who cares? They're just the naughty things, and antioxidants eat them.
Right.
Okay.
Now, if you have too many ROS, reactive oxygen species, they can sort of attack you. They overwhelm the antioxidant pool, and then they call cellular apoptosis, which is death and mutation. I'm going to have to stop in a minute, aren't I?
Yeah.
So the day cream, what it does is it quenches excess. Only the excess, only the too much. Because ROS is also your body's messaging system.
Right.
It's the telephone. It's the thing that tells your body to do something. So you don't want to kill it all. You just want to get rid of
the excess.
Right.
Okay.
So the only thing that the day cream does that's really substantially different from the vitamin C is the quenching of the excess ROS. Otherwise, they pretty much, it's Marmite. Do you want this one?
Whether you like, whether you
one?
prefer a cream or you prefer a serum.
So it's a bit like getting that balance right, isn't it?
I'm in the vitamin C camp at the moment.
And if you want to be in that camp, you're going to have to be
check
quick.
Your basket
My
through
word.
really, really quickly. The details just at the bottom of your screen. But we've moved on to the AM. The AM and the PM, we had the biggest amount of stock that we've had for a very long time, and that stock has depleted really quickly. So let's talk you through, because if you have missed out on the vitamin C, because we are down to the very last of it now, you might want to go for this bundle instead. When you see the befores and afters for the AM, and this is the AM cream, in 30 minutes, again, instantly, as soon as you look at those pictures, you see the difference it can make.
Yeah, and so you've got an evenness to the skin tone, you've got a brightening, you've got an energizing.
Yeah.
And then I want to draw your attention to the cheeks. Every one of these befores and afters, the afters, you get that
shape,
apple cheek.
The definition, isn't it? Yeah.
So we're plumping, we're brightening, we're smoothing, we're energizing. Now we have a lot of people here, like what we call front of house people, which would be people like you.
Yeah.
Hairdressers, beauticians,
Air stewards and
maitres,
things.
air stewardesses. They're called cabin crew now, darling.
I get muddled.
Cabin crew. They actually, when they get up in the morning, they cleanse, they apply the day cream, they apply mascara, and they walk out the door.
Good to go.
No makeup.
And you would.
No makeup.
You see that split screen? Well, there you go on the forehead. That's why you don't need any makeup.
Yeah, because we do lots and lots of things, and this particular ethnicity does suffer quite a lot with this bobbly texture. I won't get too technical. Also, Caucasian people can get that as well. It's more prevalent in this ethnicity. That's just 30 minutes completely calm that down.
So it's completely sort of evened that skin tone. It's corrected that skin. So you would feel you'd have the confidence to go out without putting any makeup on, because again,
confident in your skin.
Before and after, all skin types, all genders, honestly, whatever.
Do you have
age.
skin?
Yes, I like that.
Do you have skin? If you have skin, we have proven it works on you.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
And this gentleman again, split screen. We have got his before and after next.
What was it Hayley
Talk
said
to me.
earlier, Sean?
I can't remember, but she was very enthusiastic.
Oh, that's a good way of saying it, yes.
He leaned right into the screen, didn't he?
Yeah, I did have a little lean into the screen because he just looks so refreshed, like he's been on holiday for about 4 weeks.
Oh.
Really relaxed.
I think it was along those lines.
Yeah.
And
I think she's trying to cover up.
I think she is.
She's backtracking, sticking reverse on.
I'm just wishing he was in the studio with me tonight rather than you two.
Much prefer him.
045001.
isn't he?
He is good looking.
He looks so much more refreshed.
And this is why, because when we look at the clinical studies, you can actually see then why he looks so well, because his skin is so much more hydrated.
Well recovered. So people call day creams moisturisers. You know, moisturisation is only ever temporary. Moisturisation can only ever be measured in a few hours. And so when people say long-lasting, what does long-lasting mean? When you read the boxes can't lie, they have to say, so they use words like long-lasting. And you think long-lasting, and long-lasting is whatever you think it is.
It's a little bit like how long's a piece of string.
Yeah.
Twice as long as half of it.
Yeah, that's it. It's not a real...
But what is it? What is so long-lasting? You think, oh, it's 10 hours. That's not... I think it's 2 hours.
But
Yeah,
you're making that it's your
minutes.
perception, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So what we want to do, and what we do with all of our products, as you know, is that we want to say how long and how much. So we wanted it to be long-lasting, so we had it measured 24 hours apart. So we are, when I say we, the independent clinical laboratory, measured the skin hydration levels at, say, 9 o'clock on Monday morning. The participant applied the product. At 9 o'clock on the Tuesday morning, it was again measured on laboratory equipment.
So 24 hours later, it's still
On
working.
average, 27% more hydrated.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Than
A
it
whole
was
day.
24 hours before.
And that's a bit like you not having a drink for 24 hours. You know, you'd need a drink, you'd be thirsty, whereas your skin is not thirsty.
Exactly.
Still
It's not
more
taking
hydrated.
24 hours to work.
Yeah.
It's
No.
been working the whole time. It's just 24 hours later, you're still 27% more
Still
hydrated.
working.
If you are more hydrated, you're automatically brighter, you're automatically plumper, you're automatically smoother.
And we saw that in those befores and afters, didn't we?
And luminosity.
You really see that in
Luminosity,
the pictures.
so 8%, again, 8%, that's a funny number to put up. 8% doesn't sound a lot. Laser treatment, if you have a laser treatment or microneedling, more people are going microneedling these days. What those two processes do, they damage your skin, encourages your skin to repair itself. As it repairs itself, it speeds up your cellular changeover, your life cycle of your cells. Ultimately, what you're looking for, what they both promise, is a brighter skin at the end of it.
Yeah.
The best expected from laser is 7 to 9%, not the average. The best expected 7 to 9%. On average, we give you 8% in 30 minutes. Again, we show you our lowest figures are on our 20-year-olds, our highest figures they're on our 70-year-olds.
Now, obviously, that is a different treatment. That's an invasive treatment, isn't
absolutely.
it?
Something
This
you
is
probably not even want to
Yeah.
try or have done.
You might be scared of it, aren't
Downtime
you?
and things.
So you go for the laser and I don't know what the number is, but let's say they quote you 1,500 quid, right? 1,500 pounds, and over several months. And you go, well, no, actually, I've got 40 quid, and I'd like that result, but I'd like it today. I'd like to walk out of here in 30 minutes with the best expected laser results. I mean, imagine what the beautician is going to say.
And we saw
Goodbye.
those results, and that was
Goodbye.
the average as well. Obviously, results do vary,
Yeah.
but we've seen the average result there.
And the
which
fact
is
that Richard
incredible.
always shows us the lowest results as well. And these trials that we talk about, Richard, clinical trials.
They're measurements. They're not very often. There's one particular advert that always amuses me on TV, and it's a long-running advert, different adverts, and you know, the one that says, "I didn't realise that." Anyway, underneath you see the little small print. It says, "Visual assessment from 6 feet."
Oh, gosh.
What does that mean?
So that's someone looking, perhaps not with the best of eyesight.
Maybe they've got
the
great
difference.
eyesight.
Perhaps they've got binoculars.
It's from 6 feet.
But they're
Magnifier.
guessing. They're guessing. Whereas your clinical studies, that you don't do them. You haven't got a little lab somewhere and you say, "Ooh, this is the results."
These are measurement devices. So some of them are like electron microscopes, or they're vivoscopes. They're
in one of the top labs or houses in the world.
Yeah, and they actually measure them. So they don't say,
Physically.
"Oh, your wrinkles look." We physically measure the depth and the width of the wrinkle, and then X minutes later, X hours later, we physically measure the depth and width of a wrinkle, physically measure the hydration of the skin. It's a physical measurement. It's what's called empirical measurement, numbers.
That's what it's about. Proven numbers.
Yeah, it's all about those.
Do you have skin?
Yeah.
Yes.
We do.
Then we will hydrate it, we will brighten it, we will firm it, we will smooth it, we will even its skin tone. If you have skin, we will do all those things.
Absolutely brilliant. And this bundle is a favourite when it comes to MIE. It was the original bundle that we bought. So many people rebuying, lots of you multi-ordering. 045001. Now, the night cream on its own is normally $49.50. The day cream just disappeared and we know where it went.
This is why you have to be quick. The stock is going very quickly. So yeah, don't buy the night cream on its own. Some of you have been buying things individually. It's so much better in the bundle because you're not paying for the night cream in full, and you've got the day alongside it as well. So there is your night cream, $49.50. Do not go for that because you'll get that night cream, the same size, that same night cream, with the AM, with the day cream, for the $45.99. So they're the details you want to go for, 045001. And remember, the nice thing is we don't need to use loads. So about 3 months supply out of these?
I always say 3 months. Always. Me personally, I get 4, 5 or even 6 months.
Wow.
If you use it correctly,
Yeah.
you will get more than 3. But if I say 3 and you get 4 months out of it, you're delighted. If I say 4 months and you get 3 months, 3 weeks, you're going...
Not so happy.
I think when I first started
it's a
using
minimum
it,
of 3 months.
yeah, I used too much first of all, and then I think
So
then you realise you don't need to use
It's
that
just
much.
one freshly cleansed skin, one pump on the back of the hand. It's a highly active formula, like the night cream, so there's less water in it. You put it on the back of the hand, then you dot your finger in, then dot it around, and then smooth it in, gently smooth it in. But we proved the vitamin C on Sean.
Yes.
Let's prove the day
Do you
cream
want me to
on...
take them out, Mum?
You don't have to take your rings off. But anyway, we'll show your hands there. So, me looking at it, I think this one looks brighter than that one. What do you think, Sean?
Yeah, in the gallery.
Yep. So this one's brighter than that one. So what we're going to do, we're going to concentrate on this one.
Okay.
So, again, this is going to be terrible if it didn't work, isn't it?
It would be awful. And so many of you going for this bundle right now, 045001 if you want to add it into your basket. I think he's happy. I think he's happy.
Look at the difference.
Gosh,
And that's why MIE, my instant effects, it's all about those instant effects,
Yes.
but also long-term benefits. So though I've got a great result now, if I keep on
Sean,
using,
feel that happen.
you'll get a cumulative
And then,
results as well.
No offence, Hayley, but this one is so much nicer.
Look
Oh
at
gosh,
that.
you can feel how dry that is. Gosh,
Oh,
that's
look.
so different, yeah.
Look at the firmness there.
You can really feel that's horrible, isn't it? Really dry and horrible.
Well, it's
old
the way
skin.
the skin
Look at
wrinkles
that.
up, doesn't it? But on the hand where Richard's put the cream, it just stays smooth, doesn't it?
Look at that.
The
And
moment
obviously,
we hydrate, we firm, we plump, we smooth.
fabulous.
Fabulous.
How
result.
quick does it work? That quick.
That quick.
Yes, but the longer we use it, the better
The
the
better
results.
and better result is. And that hand there will still be more hydrated this time tomorrow than what it was a minute ago before I put that product on.
It is quite incredible. When you see the befores and afters, when you see this on the face, you remember this is the AM and the PM bundle. 60 minutes, the difference there is, it's not 6 days, it's not 6 months. You haven't got to wait forever to see a result. 60 minutes, that result
And
is
this-
You
phenomenal.
see it on day one.
Yes.
First day
Yeah.
you wake up, you see it. Everyone
very
else,
little that you
within
get
3
that
to
result
4
from.
days, will say, you look well.
And how great does that feel when people
And
say
actually,
that?
look, well, you look like your daughter. That was like a mother and daughter picture then. It was the same woman, and just 60 minutes later looks so much fresher and younger.
Yeah, I always say we're not in the beauty business, we're in the good skin business.
I love this
Do
one.
you want good skin? Good skin looks good. Good skin, you feel
Better.
I don't want to say you feel more confident, but I think you do.
You do.
I think you do.
Look
Oh,
in the
you
mirror
do.
and you can
Yeah.
have
If your
that.
skin looks
I
good,
think
yeah.
you do. It's like having a bad
Definitely.
hair day, having a bad skin day is just as bad, isn't it? And
Of course. I
you're
think it's
conscious of
worse.
that.
And
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what age, what ethnicity, what gender.
Do you have skin? If you have
Yes,
skin,
sir.
we have proven it works on you. So it doesn't matter whether you're Asian, Caucasian, Afro-Caribbean, Hispanic, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, male, female, oily, T-zone, dry combination. We have proven it works on you.
Now, so many of you have got these in baskets right now. In fact, across the board, whatever you've got in a basket. And a lot of you are multi-ordering, adding different items into your basket, but it's not yours until you check out. Some items approaching the sellouts right now, so please
And a lot
confirm
more
your
people
orders.
trying to order than stock is available. We have Richard with us as often as we can. We haven't had Richard with us
He's
for
very
about
busy.
4 weeks. He's just been travelling worldwide with this incredible range, and we've had an exclusive tonight. We've had some of your favourites, and you're loving everything. But we are getting low on stock. What you got to think about, if you've never used this range before, is what a difference it's going to make you feel when you look in the mirror.
When you look at those pictures and what a difference it made
And
to
that's
those
happened to
people's
your
skins.
skin.
Yeah.
That you've got confidence not to put foundation on, especially going into the summer now. That looking in the mirror and just think, well, I'll just put a bit of mascara on, actually, put a bit of lipstick on. When you go out and someone says, wow, you look well, is the best
Doesn't it feel
feeling.
great?
Best feeling ever. I had awful skin when I was young, awful. I really suffered. I've got lots of scars from having spots and acne. I had them down my neck. I had them on my forehead. I remember bumping into a lady one day and I was really conscious. I got all these spots on my forehead, trying not even to look her in the eye. A woman I hadn't seen for years. She used to teach me dance, but I just bumped into her on that wrong day and I just hadn't got the confidence to even really speak to her. Imagine looking into that mirror and you think, oh, wow. You know, I don't need to heavily put makeup on. I do feel confident about me. I do feel confident because there's nothing worse than being conscious of your skin not looking great.
What a difference
And
it
perhaps
can make.
working alongside a lot of people that have got beautiful skin. But finding something that works, and it has worked for so many. This is why it's our most rebought range, skincare range. And actually, it's the most rebought products that we have.
Good job you said that. I was
Over
watching
the whole of the actual
You've got
website.
like 700,000 products on your website.
Yeah.
Yes,
Something
yeah.
idiotic.
Yeah, it
And
is.
this is the most rebought across the entire
It's
website.
our absolute number one skincare range. You love it, and you love it for a reason.
But you've got to check out, you've got to confirm, make sure you get the orders. And so the AMPM 4599 045001 and use PayPal Pay in 3.
You love it because it loves you.
Ah.
Yeah, and honestly, it does, because you've got skin, it's going to love you. It's going to love your skin, and it's going to get whatever issues you've got, it just seems to address them all, whatever skin type you've got, whatever age you are, whatever gender you are. Honestly, it is for all and everybody. But we're busy on everything, so where are we going to move to next?
Well, another bundle, and this addresses all the problems around the eye area. And also, if you want fuller, plumper, healthier looking lips, you've got both of them
It's getting
in
you
this
beach
bundle.
ready, because when
Yeah.
your eyes look good and your lips look good, you can have those non-makeup days. And honestly, both are amazing. The lips are going to blow you away. Should we start with lips? There's a great story about the eyes, but we're going to start with lips, because this will, in 2 minutes, this can actually give you plumper lips, in 20% plumper in just 2 minutes.
And without any aggravation or any sting. Now, this is what you want when it comes to lip
I mean,
plump.
they are amazing,
2
Richard,
minutes.
aren't they?
Yeah, certainly the lady thought so. So in the before, you know, we talk about lip line definition. What do I mean by that? In the before, probably this lady would be using a lip pencil to draw those lips in. Where does the skin end and the lip begin? In the after, you know exactly where that lip begins. The definition is there, no lip pencil required.
No.
And then we come up to the Cupid's bow. The cat's ears sometimes in the middle, much more defined. Then we look at the lips themselves, plumper. That top lip has got bigger. You can see all the lines diminished. And then very often I have to prove when we do this live on set that the model is not wearing lipstick.
Yes.
No, well, a
There's
lip.
so much more colour.
They do look a different colour, but that's exactly what it does, doesn't it? Why does it do that?
Because primarily what we're doing in the first instance is just the oxygen. So the product holds oxygen. So we have a liquid, patented process, patented. So we have a liquid that can hold gases. We bubble medicinal grade oxygen through it. And then we do what's called, we preload it. And we preload this to 100%, the maximum level that we can hold oxygen in there. So using Fick's law of gaseous exchange, because it's past 2 now, I can get technical.
He gets his tech head on.
I can get my tech head out. I can get all geeky.
Get your white coat.
For every 1 unit of liquid, we can add half a unit of oxygen. So the product holds oxygen. Most products, when they talk about oxygen, they talk about creating an environment where oxygen has the possibility of being created. So it's like 4 steps. No, we contain oxygen. We pump oxygen into your skin. So with the lip product, we have to, we leave a residue because we have to hold that product close to your skin. So 90% of that oxygen goes into your skin and only 10% into the environment. So oxygen is to blood what nectar is to bees. So the oxygen goes in, blood comes forward. That is your 2-minute result.
Right.
Its full result is an hour away. So the oxygen keeps working. Marvellous, lovely jubbly. Can I say lovely jubbly? I'm going to say it anyway.
Yeah.
We've gone past 2. Secondly, we're going to deposit what's called hyaluronic filling spheres into your lip structure. The little tiny little beads of hyaluronic acid, but they're protected. And the protectant melts with heat on your lips. And then what that does, as we lose moisture naturally, it's what's called transepidermal water loss. I can get there now. TEWL is very often referred to on a package. So instead of that moisture getting away from your lips, the hyaluronic acid filling spheres grab it and hold it and retain it. And they swell up to 1,000 times their molecular weight in water. And that gives you the 1 hour result.
Wow.
So the 2-minute result there, it's much, much better in an hour.
And I think lots of you will go completely lipstick free. We've got a half an hour result here. Talk us through this.
So for this particular result on Afro-Caribbean lip, we're showing you this for a couple of reasons. Number one, on very, very luscious lips, they tend not to get bigger. They plump.
Right.
So the way I try to describe it is if you take a balloon out of a bag, the first breath in has a massive
big difference. Yeah.
As the balloon gets bigger and bigger, it doesn't seem to make that much difference. So what we're doing here primarily is plumping. They're not making them bigger, we're plumping them. Now for this particular result is 30 minutes. So the difference in colour between the skin and the top lip, when you have this level of melanin in the skin, the difference in colour is less marked. So this particular result, 30 minutes, but you can see that top lip specifically. Look at the difference in colour achieved within 30 minutes.
It looks so healthy, doesn't it, I think?
And it looks like that she's got lip liner and lipstick on,
Yeah,
but
the
she
definition.
hasn't.
No.
It is
And
purely the
look at
treatment that's done
All
that.
those lines have come out.
Yes.
So Afro-Caribbean skin, hair,
They're
lips,
so much more hydrated.
they lose moisture at a different rate, a much faster rate
Right.
than other ethnicities. So they're more likely to have deeper lines.
Yeah.
And therefore,
Okay.
when they use a stronger lipstick, and they use a stronger lipstick because the difference in colour between the top lip and the skin is much less. The lipstick then cracks because they have deeper lines. Not anymore because they're totally hydrated. If you go to other lip structures, you'll see that within 2 minutes we are bigger, plumper. The lines still come out and the lip line definition.
And there's no sting, there's no aggravation whatsoever.
No aggravation. If you're going to wear lipstick, after 2 minutes, it's done what it's going to do. It gets better and better for an hour, but all the effects that's going to happen, all the chemistry is now done. You take a soft cloth, warm water, take the residue off, then apply your lipstick. But your lipstick is going to glide on. It's going to wear longer. It's going to last longer. You're not going to get those little bleeds.
Horrible, yes.
You know, of those little lines. They are not going to happen. It's not then going to crack because those lines have diminished.
Yeah.
Most people do not wear lipstick on a daily basis when they use this product.
Well, when you see those differences, when we see the befores and afters, you would think, well, I don't really need to put lipstick on. Perhaps you really like a lip gloss, but a lip gloss often gives you that sort of lip gloss look. But because it brightens those lips and brings that colour to your lips, you might think, well, actually, I don't actually need... I mean, she looks like she has got a sort of a coloured lip gloss on, and that is purely the treatment. And again, when you see the Cupid's bow, again, she could have lip liner on, but she hasn't. It's the treatment that's done that.
Yeah, so we're not faking anything. That is an actual lip. And I was just thinking to myself, you know, maybe we should do Sean live with
Beg your pardon?
He likes to give you treatments.
He does, doesn't he? I don't know if we've got time for that.
we are going to have to tell everybody about the eyes, first of all, and then perhaps, if you can contain your excitement, we might do Sean's lips. But we're going to move on to the other half of the bundle, which, of course, is the eyes. Really busy on this, and we'll be honest, you found this bundle before we went to it live in the studio tonight, and lots of that stock already gone.
But you had a big stock of
We had a big stock of this, and honestly, this was being bought before as soon as we went to air, before we even talked about it. And I think it's because it's the perfect bundle. The lips, luscious, full, but now you've got an eye lift, an instant eye lift, which we're talking 15 minutes. I don't think there's anything quite like this.
And we're not masking. It's not one of those egg white.
Yes,
products. We're not covering up.
So you're not
going
to wipe this off and it goes back to normal.
We're not using a tint or anything like that. What we're physically doing is changing the skin.
And it addresses so many problems, Richard.
Yeah, so if we look at this particular lady here, she's late 30s. So underneath the eye, she's got some puff, some darkness, not a great deal. 15 minutes later, it's greatly reduced. What I love about this particular photo is I want to draw your attention to the eyelid. In the before, it doesn't look like she had a droopy eyelid.
No,
On the
look
after.
at the after.
Look at that. Now, is it eyeshadow you use on the top?
Yes, it is. Her eyeshadow is going to look so much better. When you do those smoky eyes, you're really going to see all the, the
detail, the smoky eyes,
absolutely.
yeah.
I used that term to a professional makeup artist the other day, and they laughed at me.
What
term did you use?
Smoky eye.
Oh, it's because it's something else now, isn't it?
No. It's so yesterday. So
It's so
Oh,
yesterday.
it probably is actually. No.
But so are we, to be fair.
Everybody's still.
We're okay. We know what a smoky eye
There's
is.
still a lot of smoky eyes about.
Yeah.
I see a lot of celebrities with smoky eyes.
No, they just call it something else now.
I'll tell you exactly what he said.
What did he say?
I can tell your age, darling.
Don't call me darling.
No, I liked it.
You couldn't tell your age because of your lovely skin. It was
That's
just,
why.
It was what you were saying. Perhaps you shouldn't speak so much.
Maybe it's true. So this lady is whisker short of 60. You can see some redness underneath the eye, a bit of puffiness.
This is in the corner of her eye.
Yeah,
She's got
you
real
can.
sort of darkness and redness.
15 minutes later, gone.
It has.
Right.
You can say completely gone, hasn't it?
And then the eyelid. If you look on the before, the eyelid is resting on what I call the lash line.
Yes.
15 minutes later, it's raised. This is just
Yeah,
15
lifted.
minutes.
And then this last one is my favourite because I think that before we can all relate to. Perhaps you've had a really bad week, you've been crying all week, or perhaps you've got a little one and you haven't slept for what seems to be like months, and you've got those really tired, sort of rubbed, horrendous eyes, which you can't cover that up. In 15 minutes,
You can change it.
it's
Yeah,
gone.
you could use a concealer, right?
You could try. But I think when there's darkness, unless you're very
Sometimes
good, you still
accents it, yeah.
can see that.
So
colour
I'm going to
difference.
generalise a little bit, and we've shown you really on the befores and afters of different ages, and we always say results can vary, and we show you what the variance is.
yeah.
We show you what happens to a 20-year-old. We show you what happens to a 60-year-old and a 70-year-old. So roughly speaking, if you're under 30, no children, stay out till 4 o'clock in the morning, put this on, 15 minutes, you look as if you had 12 hours sleep. The moment you have children, using it more often. If you have constant issues of puffiness and dark, they're there all the time, you will get a difference in 15 minutes, but it's not going to be the difference that you want. If you've got those constant issues, you use it night and morning for 14 days. Within that 14-day period, you'll have a 24-hour period where your darkness will go zoop. The next 24-hour period, your puff will go zoop. If that happens on day 5 or day 6 or day 7 or day 8, keep going to day 14. Then just use it at night. You can use it in the morning, it's not a problem. It's just 10 times more powerful at night.
Great.
Right.
Use it in the morning, not a problem. But during those 14 days, if you forget one, forget the morning. Don't forget the night.
Why does it work so well at the night time?
All of our products work with your skin's metabolism, and your skin's metabolism is primarily on repair at night.
Right, yeah.
Right.
Beauty sleep.
That's why it's called
Yeah.
beauty sleep.
Yeah.
Your body goes, thank goodness for that. You know, you just blinking go and dream somewhere and snore while I repair all the damage you've done to
Yes,
me all
please.
day.
Yeah, we'll take that, won't we?
That's why it's more powerful at night.
Brilliant. And I think the story behind the eye lift is really important as well.
So
Yes,
it was
yeah, it
originally
is.
developed for a world-renowned global
A
superstar.
huge superstar.
Yeah. Doesn't get much
Absolutely.
bigger.
No.
You got to be pretty good to go by one.
One name, yeah, I was just going to say
Huge.
that. So,
And she wanted to be ready for those photographs. She was going on, what do you call
A
it?
junket. So
And
it's promoting her latest album.
Right. So she's going to be here, there and everywhere, on planes, out and
giving
about,
interviews,
days on end.
being on radio stations, appearing on TV, etc.
Jet lagged.
On and off aircraft, in and out of hotels, air conditioning. Air conditioning is terrible for your skin. Never knowing when she was going to get papped. So she wanted something that would get her photo ready within 15 minutes. This lady could have literally, and can still have literally whatever she wants in the world.
yeah.
If she wants something, she could probably go like that and have it. That
This was developed
what
for
she
her.
wanted and what she
And she wasn't
we've
paying
got it.
this kind of price.
And we haven't got it just for the eyes. Remember, we've also got the lips in this bundle too. So whichever issue you've got, and I think it's where you look into the eyes, don't you? And I think a lot of us do age. I aged really early around the eye area. I remember when I first met Richard, he said, yes, you'll need to use it day and night for 14 days. He's
At least.
very sweet. I loved him from the moment we met.
He was very
and then
straightforward.
the lips, I think, you know, especially as you age, I think they get thinner anyhow. But it is that look to have those plumper lips.
Yeah.
It's nicer, isn't it?
But
to
this
see
is
the lips.
completely non-invasive.
That's it.
It's not
I
painful.
wouldn't dare have an injection because I know they'll go, oh, that's never happened before. So you have got, of course, that great opportunity to get that plumpness and 20% fuller lips in 2 minutes without any sting, without any irritation, which is fantastic. And really that lovely colour change as well. And like we always say, results will vary, and we do, you know, we show you lots of different skin types, lots of different results, lots of different lips, and it's allowing you to get this home and try it and see your own result.
Yeah.
Richard always says, take a photograph, and I think that's when you really notice the difference.
It's all about the duos tonight. 871064 for the eye and the lip duo that we've got, down to £34 or $12.98 on your first of 3 interest-free PayPal payments.
Well, we're going to move on. I'm going to take those away. You need to check your baskets through. And we're going to move on to an area that I think lots of people do struggle with, which is the neck. Because I think we forget to look after it until we get old and it looks old. You think, oh my goodness, why didn't I look after my neck? And then you think, what can I do with my neck? You know, because perhaps you've tried to put regular cream on and nothing's happened. For $23.99, wait till you see the results. Because this is an amazing product, I think, for an area that's quite tricky. It's a funny skin, isn't it, your neck?
Yes, and we do a lot of work with professional makeup artists and celebrity makeup artists. The two things that take them the most time, eyes and blending in the neck.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
it's for
Because the
full
neck is
face, yeah.
completely different skin,
Yeah.
completely different colour very often, because you look after your face,
But not
on
the neck
on the
area.
neck is very, very different. And making that even, very, very difficult. Now, most brands, what they do is they take the face cream and then they change the fragrance and they say this is the neck.
Right.
But the neck is a different skin. It has less sebaceous glands. It's a thinner skin anyway. And especially for ladies, once you've gone through the, or going through the menopausal period, you're losing 20 to 30% of your collagen production. Collagen production is what gives your skin a firmness and volume, plumpness. So I originally developed this for my mother-in-law, and we'll show you a picture of my actual mother-in-law, Suzanne. and she hates me every time I put this photo up.
So this is like a split screen. So you've got the before on the left-hand side, the after on the right.
That's right. So if you're over 40, back in the day, we did not use sun cream. And ladies, this area is always out. And, you know, it's a lot of sun damage, and therefore it ages very, very quickly. So I can tell you, when these photos were taken, Suzanne was 65. From the chest up, she looked older than her own mother. And from the chest down, she was, and still is, pretty hot. So on the left-hand side, let's call it for what it is. It's a turkey neck. You can see horizontal lines. You can see vertical lines. You've got a very loose skin. You've got a very dull skin. And then you can see, you know, certain lines there have got like a deep shadow, dark shadow. That's because light does not get to the bottom of the wrinkle. The deeper the wrinkle, the darker it looks.
Yeah.
You know, you see pictures like the Grand Canyon. There's always a huge shadow in it, right? On the right-hand side, you can see lots of white lines. Suzanne clearly likes the sun, still likes the sun. Those white lines are the base, the bottom of a wrinkle.
So you've actually
that never
physically,
got the sun.
You've plumped that wrinkle out so much you can see the bottom
of it.
that had no
The
sunlight.
bottom of the Grand Canyon, we made it the top.
And those sort of lines, we're talking about your mother-in-law, so an older lady, but actually you see those lines on a lot of young people now, that tech neck, because they have the head
what
down.
we call in the trade necklace lines. They like wrinkles can be thin little wrinkles. The necklace lines are like folds in the skin.
Right, yeah.
And we are seeing 16-year-olds, 18-year-olds.
Just from looking down constantly.
Just on their phone.
Yeah.
On their phone. I mean, I think when those kids get towards 70 or 80, you know those people that you see sometimes that walk along the street like this?
Yeah.
That is going to happen. But first of all, let's deal with their necks.
Yes.
You got those necklines there. So what we'll do on those kinds of lines is we soften them. They're not wrinkles, they're folds. So we'll soften those down. But it's happening at a much, much younger age now that you see in those lines.
I'm sure starting now, they're going to be wrinkles, aren't they, by the end?
Yeah.
Because you've given
yeah. 100%.
So, you know, never too young as ever to start. If you've noticed lines on your neck, and I've got friends in their 30s that really have seen a difference to their neck, just recently, probably changing jobs as well, and they've gone to a job where their head is down a lot more. So never too early to start, but never too late to start.
No.
And one of our lovely models in her 70s, she's been with us for many shows, and though we know this product works, we too were blown away. We'll take a look. This is the before and after. And this was in around about 45 minutes.
But live on
a live show, yeah.
That is incredible, isn't it?
And one of the reasons that Helen doesn't come so often now.
She looks too good.
Me is that her before looks very much better than the old before. But this was live in the studio, same lighting, same set, because you know you have to be exactly the same when you're live.
Yeah, of course.
Same lighting, same camera, etc., etc., etc. And that was 45 minutes. Now, I'm not promising everyone that result, but I will promise everyone a great result.
And you can even see as well, I mean, her neck looks fantastic, but onto her décolleté, the luminosity there.
Brighter, smoother, more energized.
And to me, it appears that her sort of sun or her age spots have diminished, and that's to do with sort of that reflection, that lighting.
Yeah, what we're doing is we're lowering the colour intensity. So we're not, in this short space of time, we're not attacking that area, but because we are increasing the luminosity of the skin around it and above it, we therefore diminish the colour intensity.
Yeah.
Visually, the colour intensity of those blemishes are diminished.
And can you imagine, I mean, that result for Helen, even if it was $23.99, even if she had to use the whole tube to get that result, you'd be like, wow, I will pay that again and again. You just multi-order, wouldn't you?
She went into a beautician and said, see this neck?
Yeah.
I would like it to be smooth.
Transform it, please.
In 45 minutes. And but I've got 23
£23.99.
pounds.
And the other thing I think we should say, this is application is really important.
Application. So always an upward motion. Any massaging of the skin has a good effect on your skin. Like a lot of cellulite products don't work. What they rely on is the massage action of the application.
Right, so that's part of it.
Any massage action on your skin is beneficial. Not hard, just soft, just going up, and then also you're helping your lymphatic drainage. Very important, a good tip from me is that when you use this product, go right round the back of the neck, up into the nape of the neck. There's a lot of skin back there, and as we firm that skin, we help the front.
Yeah,
But we
makes
also
sense,
give
doesn't it?
ourselves a little mini
Yeah.
facelift. And if you're old enough to remember those comedy sketches, they used to put a bulldog clip on the back of their neck. So they would go from 80 to like
we're not
40
old
like
enough. We're
that.
not old
We don't remember.
Well, you're not old enough for that, darling. I am.
So,
Me too.
but it's such a top tip to do the
Yes.
back of the neck. And when Richard explained, it makes complete sense, doesn't it? If you do look at neck creams, they are so expensive. The fact you have got this for £23.99, the fact is that result we saw was amazing, but that was just one application. And of course, you've got a whole tube of applications for £23.99. And going into the summer, don't be hiding your neck and feeling you can't put that
It's the
nice
time of
dress
year
on.
you want
And so many people
But look at your
wear
neck.
beautiful
You've got a fantastic
necklaces.
neck, haven't you?
I don't know what I'm feeling.
You
a bit
should be a neck model.
I don't know. He's never been so nice.
He hasn't
to me,
actually.
I'm not sure.
Could change. There's still 10 minutes.
But I do when I apply. I always do. I do a lot of of this, and if you apply that way, you're helping it work as well, which is brilliant.
So 003-109, just £23.99. Don't just listen to what we've got to say. Take a look at some of these reviews as well. You can see at a certain age, a woman's neck seems to age really fast, and you may start wearing scarves and high collars. But this serum genuinely helps reduce wrinkles, so you don't feel like hiding it away. Make friends again. Love that. And one at the bottom. Skin felt immediately softer and smoother. My neck and chest area look visibly better and less wrinkles.
And what confidence that's going to give you, especially going into the summer, going on holidays, getting your summer outfits out. All of a sudden, through the winter, it's not so bad, is it? You can wear the high necks. My mum was only saying today, oh, I hate how my skin's gone as I've aged. And I think we're all the same. We get this horrible skin. Grab that while the stock is available and the deal is as it is. But it's not just our neck that we have issues. Sometimes it's just those annoying wrinkles.
Could be that one particular area. Maybe it's your 11s ears. It could be a line across the face. Yeah, across the forehead.
That's why I have a fringe. Perhaps it's those lines that are like, and I wish I could do something with them.
This is brilliant for under £20. It's called the Deep Line Elixir. 040331
This often
is your
sells
item
out
number.
before we get to it, actually. But when you see the befores and afters, and we did get a nice amount of stock. This is, Richard, what do you call it?
An instant confidence booster.
Great.
And this is why, isn't it?
Yeah, so if you have a wrinkle but you'd like it to be less, and you'd like it to be less in a short space of time, this is going in your basket. And again, it comes with a warning. When you see the results of this, you will multiply? You will multi-buy. You will have one in your handbag. You'll have one in the car. You'll have one
Something
at home.
you don't want to miss out on.
That's what the effect this product has. So this lady, you can see along the forehead there, you've got some horizontal lines. They're not desperately deep, but they're quite deep there. 10 minutes later, they're virtually gone.
They are.
That's great.
You have to...
In 10 minutes.
They are.
That's
and how great would that be
brilliant.
for a special occasion at that wedding, those photos, meeting friends, a
Date night.
school reunion.
Yes. We all want to think we aged better than, the jock that for me and you, Sean, the good-looking guy
bloke
that's
who was really
suddenly
popular.
He
looks rough now.
Yeah. And I'm sure it's the same for ladies,
Of course, there's always that person.
And perhaps you're going on that date and you sent a photograph and your photograph was a much younger you and you need a little bit of assistance.
Or even
to
date
look.
night with your partner. You
Yeah,
just want to look.
you're right. You want to look your best.
Yeah, you could
don't
put it on them as you're eating.
Actually, I'd prefer you to look a little younger, as it happens.
I've got this for you.
You can share.
Don't mind me, love, but can I just sort that out over there?
This is the starters.
There's your main course. But for £19.99, you can address wherever the problems are.
How long have we got? But, honestly, it's a fabulous 12 minutes isn't long enough. It's a great product. There's
I
always
bet you say
been
that to all the boys.
absolute.
This is going
what
so
am I
wrong.
In between tonight?
So wrong.
So wrong. But when you see the performance now, because I think for a lot of us, for me, 11s is.
Yeah, that particular
I always
area.
look like I'm frowning and miserable, and I'm not frowning and miserable, but I've got real deep 11s is.
Well, I've never seen them because you're fringe.
That's why I've got a fringe.
Yeah.
So you're talking about the 11s. Is this lady here? We decided some time ago we were going to call it the onesie.
Yes, because she's only got one line. She hasn't got
Yeah,
two.
it's just one side,
And
isn't it?
this is just 10 minutes later. I mean, it's not completely gone. We're not promising to eradicate, but what you can see here in 10 minutes is significantly
You
reduced.
have to really try and look where it was.
But if you look at the horizontal lines on the forehead, they're pretty much gone.
Yeah, yeah.
But that deeper onesie, 10 minutes later, much softer. You can see a faint line there.
And so perhaps your crow's feet around the side of the eyes, could you use it on those?
Any line you want, it's targeted deep line elixir. You can target any line. So these things here are folds. They're
Right,
not,
so the nose
they
to
are
mouth.
expression lines. So with these, you can't eradicate those, and why would you anyway? What we will do there is we will soften them. So what a soften means, instead of being like deep craters, they're a little bit more rounded and softened. We're not going to get rid of those. You're not going to take those down to 79%. But any wrinkle line, whether they're around here, you might have them down here, you might have them above the lip,
Oh, yeah, above the
Yes.
lip line, yeah.
you know.
So wherever
10
your problem is, that's the great thing about this. And it is that, I love what you call it, the instant confidence booster.
Yeah, do you want it to happen now?
Yeah, I want it gone
now.
right now.
Yeah.
And can I put makeup on top if I want?
Within 2 minutes, the product's totally absorbed, totally gone within 2 minutes. So if you were using this, say, like with the night cream or the day cream or the vitamin C, this would go on first. So freshly cleansed skin, this first, then your serum or
Oh,
your
right,
cream
okay.
on top.
Brilliant.
Always put that on first.
Okay. And application-wise, this is
Application-wise,
a
again,
brush, isn't it?
yeah, so when you get it home, I've already done this. So twist the bottom. When you first get it home, it might take 10 or 12 twists. It's not because it's empty. You can see the product in here, in there. It just, because it's an airless container, it just takes a little while to work its way up. And we don't want that, when you're twisting it, we don't want that to go...
Yeah, don't waste
So
it.
we're just gently pushing that product up. So it might be 10 or 12 twists. Put product on the brush, then look in the mirror and apply it to any line. Take your finger, well, don't take it off, obviously, with your finger, gently, firm but gentle, go with the line, then against the line. Oh, I tell you what, I think
So
they
you're
are.
just filling it
there.
in. They are.
I put it on
can-
here
you
about
can.
10
You can
minutes ago.
see.
Compared to the other side,
you can
definitely.
see a difference.
Yeah. They're much
Look,
deeper
yeah,
on the
gosh,
other side.
Look, and turn your head round so you can see the other side. Much deeper on this side. I know obviously
I
we're
can't see the
different
monitor, I don't
on
know
each
what I'm going.
side, but you had got similar lines.
So you're right.
On each side. So yeah, that's it. Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, you can see a real difference.
That is incredible.
If you want to get that under £20, 040331 is the item number there. We are running out of time. Whatever you've got in baskets, do confirm your orders and
Jump
check
onto
out.
the website, shopontv.co.uk. On the website, you'll find absolutely everything. We've got items that are right down to the very last of the stock. You need to please check your baskets through. If you're looking at any of the bundles, you need to go for the actual bundle. Don't put the items in individually. We're going to go back to the AM and the PM. If you go for the AM and the PM separately, they will be nearly £50 and sort of 40 odd pounds, whereas actually you've got the bundle together at £45.99. So do go for the bundles. And item 1 that you see there, which is our day and our night, which has always been the hero bundle with us here on Shop on TV, is what we're going to go back to now. If you have just joined us, this is a great way to try and start the brand, but also is such a favourite. People rebuy and stock up, don't they, Richard, with this?
Yeah, that night cream we sell at, I think it's £49.50. Do you know what price it is on Black Friday?
Go on.
£49.50.
That is
We
the
see what you're
price.
saying. That's the price.
You know, it never gets discounted. Why? Because we have a very strong following. people very often say, why is it this price here? And it's very, very simple. If I was to run an advert, it would cost me a certain amount of money to produce it, and then you have to pay what's called flights. So for a flight, like 30 airings of a product.
Where it's aired, right.
We're not talking peak program, we're talking general program. That might cost, what, 200,000 pounds?
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whereas I get to talk to you, and more importantly, I get to
Really
talk to you
explain everything.
and explain what the product is. So I could get 30 seconds for maybe 50 earrings for 200,000 pounds, or we could make you a very good offer of a price for the product, and I get to explain to you while you're sitting there, and actually you're interested, and we can explain why the products work, how the products work. We can show you the clinical trials. We can show you live befores and afters. That's why these prices exist.
Now, you are getting the day and the night cream, remember. Normally the night cream, the PM, is normally $49.50 on its own. You're getting both for $45.99. All skin types, all ethnicities, we don't need to choose.
Do you have skin?
Yes.
It's really simple to shop. The simple question is, do you have skin? If the answer is yes, then we have proven it works on you.
And a customer
That's as
actually
simple as
said that, didn't they? A customer
Yeah.
used it. There's so many people that, I know this sounds dramatic, but this is something that's been life-changing for some people. And if you have skin, this could be that product that works so well for you. Laura was one of our customers. She emailed in during a live show, and she had issues with her skin. She wanted to talk to Richard. And Richard then said, yes, go with the AM and PM. He sat and chatted to her and checked her issues and what medication she took and things. And then take a look at her results. Because Laura, she had psoriasis. She's done these photographs for us. And this was life-changing for her, wasn't it?
Yes, and so, physically, on the befores and afters, you got the issue there. But what I want you to do is think about how she would have felt. How would you feel?
Oh, my
And
goodness.
then 2 weeks later, there's still some little areas there. 4 weeks later, you can just see a spot above the left eye there.
Yeah.
But what you can see, if you look more generally, you can see a much brighter skin, a much firmer skin. Look around the eyes. A lot of the inflammation has come down. The hoodedness has come down. 3 months later.
I mean, those first...
Talk about life-changing.
Yeah.
She looks like a different
She
person.
does. But her skin obviously has improved immensely, incredibly, hasn't it? With the skin problems that she had. But actually, she looks so much younger, and that's what blew her away. It wasn't just the results on her psoriasis; it was actually the results on her lines and wrinkles.
I see the skin, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you look on the before, if you look at the mouth,
Yeah.
it generally looks downward.
It's downturned, yeah.
But that is a state of
She just
state
looks
of
lifted,
mind.
doesn't
on
she?
On the next one is straight,
Yeah.
and then look around the eyes; they're so open.
The sparkling, yeah. She looks like a different person.
And
She looks years younger, which is what you want.
so
But
it's more
But
confident.
for
Yeah,
Laura, I
oh,
remember her saying the fact that the fine lines and the wrinkles and the looking,
Yeah,
they
she
were
did.
just a bonus
Yeah.
to the skin condition, weren't they?
Yeah, that's why she
Brilliant.
wanted to speak to Richard with her skin
Yeah.
condition. She wanted help with that because nothing had worked for her. And then it also gave her this other bonus of actually diminishing her lines and wrinkles, improving her skin on a whole.
But that could be you.
Yes.
That is the thing.
You might even get
Yeah.
better results.
And that's why this range is our most rebought product, not just in skincare, in everything that we sell here at Shop on TV. And this is why so many people rebuy, because for them, they've got and had incredible results, and it so truly could be you.
Yeah. Just to summarise, Richard, if anyone's sat on the fence waiting to check out their basket, and you've got to check out your basket, what would you say to anyone at home who hasn't tried it before?
You have never tried anything like this, ever. It doesn't exist. I know I've been part of creating, 2,000 products.
What do you often say to a woman about skincare that you've been involved in.
I have
How do
never
you word
met
it?
any woman in the UK who's not used a product I've been involved
So
with. ever.
for years you have been developing skincare for lots of big brand
Big
names,
high
people
street
that
ranges,
you will have
designer
bought,
ranges.
that you'll have at home that you've used.
And there's one particular product, £900 it would sell for.
Wow.
And it was no better than something you'd get in a major supermarket.
And that's why you wanted
supermarket.
Don't. How much did you say it was?
£900.
Oh.
The money doesn't always, generally money gets you better things in certain respects, but it's not always a true mark.
No.
You read the box, and if it says, it'll say things like...
We've only got
how much
30
time?
seconds,
Oh,
yeah.
contains Cyanate. Cyanate is clinically proven to reduce your wrinkles 52% in 28 days. Cyanate over there, not me.
Not the product.
It's not what's, the amount that's in the product. And that's the thing. That's what Richard was so passionate about, bringing you a product that does what it says on the tin, that has been clinically proven to do exactly that as well. And the great thing with these prices, you can try it, but do check your baskets out. Otherwise, sadly, you are going to miss out.
Thank you, Richard, as always, and thank you to
Thank
you at
you.
home for watching. We'll see you soon.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.